Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and hopefully everything's working. It's been a month since we did this again, and you never know, but it looks like everything's working. I think we're good. So thanks for tuning in. If you can hear me and see me, let me know in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up. That would always be appreciated as well. But for tonight, what we're going to be doing is talking about probably not all, but all of the reveals from Wanfest, Winter Wanfest, and I think it was Winter Wanfest is what they're officially calling it, and New York Comic Con. We're going to talk about not literally everything for sure. It's going to be me again, as usual, your usual guy, and then Brian also, who does the thing with me. You'll see his little thing in the screen there. Brian, they can't hear you right now, but if you can hear me, you are putting out all kinds of extra noise, just so that you're aware. It sounds like it's picking up the stream. Is that a thing? Okay, well, they can't hear you, so you try to fix that, and then I'll keep talking. All right. All right, big money collector. Cool. Appreciate that. All right, so guys, let me know in the comment section below which things you're most interested in. I'm still hearing Brian in my ear, so I know you guys can't hear him, but he's making all kinds of noise, so I'm distracted. And let me know what you guys want to see us talk about from WonFest or Comic Con, like right now, and then we can try to aim for those specifically. Hopefully, we're not going to get to everything. There's just lots of stuff. But there is Brian. I don't know if you muted yourself or if it's just better, but I don't hear anything now. Are you good now? That fixed it? Okay. Oh, weird. All right. Well, all right. All right. Well, I'm gonna unmute you and you can say hi. Brian's my buddy from forever ago. I mean, till current, and he sculpts, draws, action figure design stuff, like all the stuff action figure related. Unhealthy obsession with OOT Link. But other than that, he's a pretty good guy, and I'll unmute him now so that hopefully his mic doesn't freak out and everything's good. Say hi to the people and see if it
Yeah, if you
works.
guys hear it pick up Anthony through my mic, say something in the chats. Because I know that the first stream that happened, and I just want to make sure it gets fixed because I can't hear the output. Yeah, it's me, Brain. I can't
It
hear it.
sounds good. You are hot though. You're a little loud. I can turn that down a little bit for the stream and see if that's okay.
I can move up here. I moved up more.
All right, that's probably good. Does everything sound good to everyone out there? Is everybody pleased? I think they're probably pleased. All right, so yeah, one of the things we're going to be talking about would be not all of them because there's about 1,000. All of the Chinese companies at WonFest that just came out, and it is like there's a ton. I don't mean came out recently, like they came out to play. There's a lot, and it's interesting because a lot of them were doing third-party stuff, and now a lot of them are doing licensed stuff, and then some are still not. Brian sounds like he's in a helicopter. Brian, say something.
Wait. Sorry, Molly's here. What?
Oh
Is
yeah,
this?
well, I think it's when you talk because your gain seems up. I can hear extra noise. Like maybe it's your air conditioner or something. And I
Yeah,
can hear
turn it
you
off.
talking in the background. I don't know. I messaged you about
Molly,
Art of Vengeance Shinomi. I know what you're talking about. I didn't play it. Ever sent what, Brian?
I said nothing, but there was a beep.
Oh,
So
you
the
sound good
AC is
now.
off. Okay.
You sound crystal clear now.
I have a guest. I have a guest with me who's just going to be watching, but because we're starting, Molly is here,
Okay, that's fine.
helping
I
with
think
some of the stuff.
it sounds fine. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't think these people are expecting us to put out like kind of
Yeah.
fancy broadcast here where there's no ambient noise. Like I don't even have sound panels, believe it or not, or a pop filter. You can No, I won't do that. Okay, so let's talk about stuff. What do we want to talk about first? Should we try to I don't know, should we do New York Comic Con first? There's less stuff there. I didn't see if they showed anything off yesterday, but
Whatever works for you.
what do you guys want? We'll do a quick vote. First thing I see, Comic Con or WonFest first? Whoever I see answer first is get the pick. Okay. So
I don't have mod tools, but this
yeah, I know,
gay
no, I
guy,
know, I know.
because I'm signed out.
Oh, you're signed out. Well, Alfonso's here. Alfonso, it's probably his Smurf account so that he can cause trouble. All right, I see Wanfest went first. I mean, I'm sorry, New York Comic Con. I see Comic Con first. All right, we'll do Comic Con first. Um, do we want to lead with just Toy Arc, or is there anything you want to talk about specifically before we just kind of peruse Toy
Oh,
Arc?
dude, I just got an ad for a 16-inch Goku figure on your stream.
Yeah, I told him from now on, only good ads. No, I have no control. I blocked out gambling ads, I think was it. I don't have any control beyond that. So is there anything on for New York Comic Con you want to talk about specifically?
No, pull up what you want first, and then I'll see if I like it or not. I don't
Okay, I don't know which things were. I want to talk about. Let me just get some Hasbro stuff out of the way first, okay? Just some Marvel Legends things I want to talk about briefly, and then we can move on to other things. The first thing is I want to talk. You know what? Every time I start the stream, I have all of my images going to this monitor, and then as soon as the stream starts, it's like, nah, it puts them over there. Very frustrating. Let me move this, switch this, and now everybody can see everything. Brian, say something. Make sure your little doohickey's working.
blah blah
Yep.
blah blah
All
blah.
right. Great.
Okay.
Working. I love that I figured that little voice meter thing out. I'm such a technical whiz. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is the not HasLab made to order Apocalypse because it's getting a lot of attention. I put a video out about it the other day, and some people said I bent the. One guy said I bent the knee. Like to who? Because Hasbro freaking hates my guts. So I didn't bend the knee to anyone. It's just a nice looking figure. It's overpriced, but that looks exactly like what it's supposed to look like. I think it looks great. Brian, you not being an X-Men aficionado, not probably caring about the character at all, what do you think about that action figure? Does that look all right to you?
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, yeah, doesn't. I mean, no, I think that looks good.
Does anything
I
stand
like the
out to
drill arm.
you as being like proportionally weird or anything like that, as most Marvel Legends have problems like that?
I wouldn't like. They typically do the thing where they make the trapezius really tall and then go up with
Yeah.
the longer neck thing. That's definitely not happening here. But I don't know that. I don't know the character,
He
so
just looks like standard
other.
superhero build with gadgets, basically. So if it
Well,
looks
he
like a
looks pretty
human,
big.
yeah, well,
He looks
he's like
pretty
super.
thick.
Yeah, he's super chunky. But I mean, like as far as like proportioning long arms, things like that, it all seems pretty reasonable, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think it
No,
looks
you know
really
what I
good for
typically do
Hasbro.
for myself
What?
is the arm. If you look at the arm length, I do the arm length. Okay, so I have two things that I use for myself. The entirety of the leg length going up to the top of his hip, going down to
Hmm.
the foot, should be the same length as the crotch up to the head, or like a little taller, a little bigger, and it is. And then the
Hmm.
arms are typically for me the length from the crotch down to the foot, and that's what it is here. Typically,
Yeah,
when I'm following that, I'm like, ah, it looks good. So,
that's generally a
you
good
know,
rule. Also, this thumb knuckle for those of you out there, your biggest thumb knuckle, not the one down it by the wrist, but the main big knuckle right here, that should land right at the bottom of the peeper. I mean, like on average, as far as arm length goes, if the
yeah, for
shoulders are
like
well
human
placed.
stuff,
Yeah, and
and like sometimes some characters got like long arms and stuff, but
well,
like,
sure, sure,
uh,
but like just as a rule of thumb, no pun intended. And his shoulder, like everything is where it belongs. I think it looks great for a Hasbro Marvel Legends. It's one of the best ones they've sculpted. Overpriced, but I think it looks
yeah,
great. I wanted to just say that briefly. It's 120 bucks for a 12-inch figure. He's thick as hell, so I don't even like. I think 100 bucks like is high
120,
end.
120 for a 12-inch figure. That's not terrible,
No,
especially
I mean
with.
for Hasbro it is a little high, but um I think 80 to 100, 80 would be like a steal, 100 would be top end of good. I think
Yeah,
120 is just them squeaking a little bit extra out. I don't think it's anywhere near as egregious as most of the things they put out. I think it looks great. Plus those
yeah, I don't know
accessories
that.
are that's a lot of accessory. That's like 4 figures worth of accessories in terms of plastic and tooling. So I think it looks great personally for a Marvel Legends figure.
Yeah, I do too,
Slightly
and I like
overpriced
the
because it's still
effect.
going to be a Hasbro product. But what were you going to say?
I said I like the effects. Look cool.
Yeah. Well, the only problem is the one effect, the big one that hits the ground is a GI Joe one that's being reused, and I think they reused some of the other ones, but like they still look good, so who cares? I don't really care. Like I don't
Yeah, if
care
it
if they're
works,
saving money
I'm
as
not.
long as the figure's good. That's fine.
Yeah,
So, okay, good. I wanted to get that. Um, I think 120 in this market is reasonable enough. Like no other company's putting
Yeah,
out 12-inch figures for that kind of price at this point. Like people bring up the
yeah,
18 inches from NECA being 130 bucks forever ago. One, most of them weren't very good, weren't very well articulated, and two, that was a long time ago. Now they're just reissuing, so it
yeah.
doesn't really count. That was a long time ago, like what 6 7 years or something like that. I don't know. Um, I think it's reasonable enough. So yeah, you can say I bent the knee, or I just like good product at a good price, and Hasbro is allowed
Who's
to
saying
do a
you
good
bent the
job.
knee?
Some I don't know. Somebody in
I'm
the
just
comments said I bent the knee. Other people said I don't know. Just the usual. Everything I review, half the people say I'm a fanboy, half the people say I'm a hater for everything, whether it's Mayfex,
dumb.
Hasbro, whatever. So I don't care. I just thought it was funny and I wanted to address it because, like, look here. Let me show you another picture. Why is it loading on that monitor? He's big. That cable's like 7 inches. I haven't measured him yet because I haven't reviewed him yet, but he's pretty tall. That guy next to him. This guy's humongous, this Apocalypse. He's chunky, and his accessories are like half a figure each. So I think it's fine. Like perfectly reasonable. Oh, there's that. All right, a couple other things I wanted to hit on. Marvel Legends. I want to get out of the way because it's Marvel Legends. I know you don't care about it as much. Over here, Windows. Every time Windows. All right. So anyway, this guy, his name is what is it? Cardiac? No, something else. I can't think of his name right now. Do I have it over here? I don't think I remember his name. Cardiac. I was right. I did know it. I just wanted to talk about this one briefly because this one's like all new sculpt, except for maybe the like upper arms. Everything else is unique sculpt to this character. Not super duper accurate because here I can do I guess sometimes they draw his nose, but most of the time he looks like this, which I think looks way cooler, not having the nose and having different eyes. But what I wanted to talk about was it's a brand new sculpt for a pretty obscure character that you're not really going to get much use out of. Like maybe they sell one with an alternate head. Um, but I wanted to talk about the sculpt a little bit because I think Hasbro's trying to do a better job at sculpting, but they still do weird stuff. Look at that pelvis area. Is that not weird? Like I get that he's got kind of like an armor bit around his ding dong, but that big flat spot in like the pubic
Oh, it's
area.
weird. And again, they did the bigger trapezius thing, and you can tell in the artwork. I know he's shrugging his shoulders up in the artwork, but
Yeah.
it looks
Yeah, his
better
arms
in
are
the
low.
art.
Yeah, you can see his
His arms
shoulders
are
are low.
low. His
You can
head
see his
looks his head looked a lot cooler in the art, and I think because the nose is missing, but maybe proportional changes, like it's probably smaller on the bottom or something. I don't know. Um, I don't know this character. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Cardiac.
yeah, I'm not familiar with him
Um,
either.
but you're right. I think that they're trying to improve on some things, and I think some things look good. But I also think that this doesn't look particularly impressive to me.
No, nor does it to me, and that's why I want to talk about it. It's like it's all new. At least the torso. Anything with the zigzags, it's all sculpted, so that's all new. But they still have the shoulders coming out so low, like in line with the pecs just about. And that's so wrong. Like even with shoulder
Can I
pads,
see
his
the art
shoulders are
again?
low. Yeah. And also, before I switch to the art, you can see his arms are short or too long. They look too long because the shoulders are low. And look where his thumbs are. Even with his little armored cod piece, his hands fall way too low. So it's really unfortunate. Oh, I'm clicking the thing in the screenshot. There's the artwork. I think the artwork looks so much better because the shoulders are actually up where they
He also
belong.
got I like his big beefy. I know it's also because of perspective, but I like his big beefy hands in the art, and
Yeah,
his I
Hasbro
like
won't
the
do it.
bubbly muscles that they're doing. I feel like they just kind of don't do the fun stuff that looks like
Nope.
cool. And
No.
his neck piece is huge. Like it's
Hmm.
weighted. That thing looks giant. They made it tiny on this. I
It
love
looks like a
characters
shirt
with big.
collar. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. On something like this, why not make it look
Well,
big
I
and
can tell you
fun?
why. I can tell you why. I need to turn my pen on. Can I turn my pen on without ruining every I guess I don't need to. Look how broad the chest is. Like you can see his waist is right here. And then his lats come out and his chest is broad and everything. He doesn't have that here, so they don't have any room to make the collar bigger because his chest is so narrow. It's the same width as his hips almost. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, obviously, but it's because they don't give him the comic
Well,
book
I
look.
mean, the pecs are just designed wrong. I mean, it just doesn't
Well,
look.
yeah,
Obviously, I'm only looking at one piece of art, but like, if I was like, what
right.
piece of art were they looking at? Wasn't that because that's a cool piece of art. That looks cool.
Yeah, yep, yeah.
So
I don't,
why
I don't
not?
get it.
Why not do that one more? I don't know.
Exactly. That's my thing. It's like they never like their new Wolverine figure that I reviewed recently that had he had like bigger hands, bigger beefy thing. Like it looked like a cartoon or comic book character. This looks like
Yeah.
a guy in cosplay as opposed to the really cool looking thing in the box. So or on the box. So I just want to talk about that brand new sculpt, and they're just not does have a diaphragm joint, so
No.
I'll give them
It
that, but
doesn't
only one.
it doesn't look it just doesn't look as fun as the actual design.
No, it looks dorky. If I
Like,
saw this guy walking down the street, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, no, no, he looks stupid. Yeah. No, it looks stupid, especially when you look at it with the art. It just looks stupid.
I also don't know about it, but his giant these two blue pieces turn into a sphere that goes at the end of his stick. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like, but it looks to me like a big wad of bubble gum or something. I don't know what that is. Is it supposed to be electricity in a ball? I don't know. I don't like it. All right,
I don't know,
that's
but
enough of that. Okay, what else? Hasbro stuff. I have to hit a few more Hasbro things. Here's a good thing. It's kind of a good thing. I didn't bother getting better pictures because I don't care. Um, a two pack with Medusa. I could not care less about Medusa. I don't really care about any of these characters, but this figure being in a regular two pack, I'm pretty sure it's just a regular price point too. He's humongous. He's a build a figure, and I love the variety of size and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty cool for people that want to build out the Inhumans. I'm guessing you've never even heard of these characters. Is that accurate, Brian?
I've heard of Inhumans. I
Oh,
remember they were
okay.
making a movie and then they never did.
Oh, they did a TV show. I don't know about a movie. They did do a TV show. But, anyway, point being,
I've never seen these characters though. So
yeah, I've seen them, and that's about all I know about them. But anyway, my point was, I like that they're doing like, some people want a new Medusa, so that's fine, but even if you don't, like, you kinda want it, this big guy, that's a pretty cool thing to pack into a regular two-pack if it's regular price, which I think it is. He's he is humongously tall and a cool design and unique stuff, so I think that's pretty cool. So, Hasbro maybe slightly doing better things occasionally from time to time. I just wanted to give them credit where it's due, but I
Oh
think
yeah,
Medusa's gonna
that looks
suck.
cool.
Yeah. Well, he's using half a body that already existed, which was actually one of their better bodies, and then adding the little cloak thing on him and the whatever kind of legs. I think it's kind of cool looking. I don't know about the way they did the hooves or hooves, however you pronounce that. It looks like he has flat feet on top of platforms. Maybe he's drawn that way. But still, I think that's a fun pack. She's gonna suck as a figure, but whatever. And then this is the build a figure. I think it looks pretty darn good. It looks like what it's supposed to. I think they are doing better. The bad thing is this wave that he's connected to is garbage. You ask me. I don't know anybody who knows that Iron Man. The werewolf guy is reusing body parts from a million years ago. The original Ghost Rider guy, I'm sure that's fine, but I've heard a lot of people say who. Same thing with Crystar or Chris Star's green buddy. The Spider-Man looks like crap. Enchantress looks okay, and then Wolverine, people are going to want that. So it's like a real crappy wave, but the Build-A-Figure, I think looks really nice. I'm sure they did that on purpose. But I think his face
Are
looks
you
great.
gonna
That's what I wanted to
do
talk
you get
about.
every Marvel Legends?
I'll get these because they're all comic based. So I'll get these to review
Okay.
and to do the Build-A-Figure.
You know,
But
I went to a store out here called Mint and Box Toys, and
mhm.
they have a bunch of stuff, but I got to see a bunch of like the maximum Marvel Legends stuff in person.
Oh yeah. Were you
Um,
impressed?
no, it was fun seeing some of the old Toy Biz
Mhm.
Marvel Legends because those are very cool looking, and I like the fun proportions and I like the paint jobs.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
Oh, speaking of
I mean
which, oh, go ahead. I'll say it after. Sorry. Go ahead.
they had quite a bit of just stuff, and a lot of the stuff's in the box, and it was a fun store to look around. Molly was a little bored of me looking around, but I wish she had more fun. She had more fun the second time, I think. Um,
That's what he said.
so
But
it really cool store though. And um, no, the Marvel Legends Maximum stuff
not
looks
good for you.
fine.
Well, so you were telling
Like
me how you like the Deadpool. You think it looks good. I got it. It's here now. I'm going to
it
review it
look
tomorrow.
it
Did you
looks
see
good.
that one?
It would have been fine for a standard release. No, I
Yeah.
didn't see that. No,
It is that. It is a
just like
standard
the sculpt.
release. Yeah. It's well, I like
Does
the
it have
sculpt from
drop
the
down?
waist up. No. Or mine were stuck. I don't think so. I didn't look at it that close yet. No drop
Uh,
downs. The legs are super skinny at the thighs, like noticeably skinny, but otherwise it is a pretty good sculpt. The head's nice for sure. The torso's
you
good.
want it?
Do I want it? I mean, I wouldn't buy it if I wasn't reviewing it, but I'll probably keep it because
You
it's
you
the best Deadpool
you
they've
want to
released.
sell it to me if I like the? We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll talk about it. We'll see. Okay, so anyway, back to this guy. Two things I wanted to mention before we move on. Oh, well, three things, I guess. Generally, it looks really good. No alternate head or hands is kind of lame, but whatever. But the face and head sculpt, I think, is just it's the perfect blend of comic-y and realistic. I think it looks great. And then the other thing I noticed was the bicep connection, where he's got like a little plug of flesh-colored plastic going into the blue. That looks really ridiculous. I hope it's better than that in the final release. This part right here looks goofy as hell. But otherwise, I think this looks excellent, and I couldn't care less about the character. But I like to see him doing better product, so that's nice. All right, we'll move on quickly. We have this Spider-Man. I don't think anybody wanted this in particular, and I think it looks absolutely ridiculous. If you're going to give Spider-Man extra arms, you have to change the rest of the anatomy. You can't have shoulder muscles connect to the sides of his abs and his obliques. That's not how human anatomy works. And even if you're turning it into a six-armed human, it still has to function. That looks ridiculous, and there's like no
yeah,
transition.
I've never seen one of these releases not look really dumb.
Well, this one looks better than
Um,
before by a lot, but it's still goofy. It's so goofy
I
looking.
I don't think I understand the concept, but I don't think I would ever want something like this because it just doesn't look like a good design.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like somebody with extra arms on them, and it's like, okay,
It's so lame, if you ask me. Natalie, great. Yeah, we do live streams every other week. Almost never. It's supposed to be. It's usually like once a month. But yeah, we do them. So keep
yeah.
your eyes open. You'll see them
I do
from
want to
time to
mention that
time.
when the Spider-Man went on screen, Molly laughed.
It is also because his arms are so low but normal sized. Like, look at the arm next to the leg. Tell me that doesn't just look really ridiculous.
Oh no, it looks terrible.
It looks so, and there's no transition from shoulder ball to abs. Like, what the? Come on. It can't look that bad in the comics, and if it does, then it's just another goofy
Well,
look. All right.
yeah, I guess this is the thing. I don't even care what that if this is what it looks like as a design, I'm critiquing the design. Then it's a
Yeah,
stupid
for
design.
sure, for sure. It's not necessarily Hasbro's fault, but don't make it because nobody wants it anyway, from what I can tell. All right, I want to talk about this guy briefly. Some people were saying it's like the same figure as before. It's not. I think it's using new parts slash maybe maximum Spider-Man parts. I'm not sure, but it's not the same as before. And some people don't like the dark or the light blue instead of dark blue, but I think this figure does look better than a lot of the things they put out. His shoulders have a lot more weight to him, a lot more mass. They're still a touch low because the way they do their butterflies, but I think it does look better generally. Than it looks a lot better than the previous one that was on that horrible body. This joint here is still an abomination, but otherwise, I think it is another best yet type of figure. Like, it still has tons of flaws, like the way this connects. But I think it looks pretty good for what it is, and I think it's okay. It may not be the maximum Spider-Man torso. I can't tell off the top of my head. It might be the Sunfire one. Brian, you won't know what I'm talking about, but
No,
the Marvel Legends collectors will, or maybe you
the
do.
the app crunch. I'm there's two. I'm working on two things that I'm trying to figure out what I want the articulation to be. I hate app crunches. Because
This
I'm
is
doing small little blocky designs, I might have to make it an app crunch where it just has a swivel on top and swivel on bottom, which wouldn't really bother me that much because I get out of all the range technically.
yeah.
Uh, but like that's the thing, if you do an app crunch, first off, it's going to look ugly on something that's organic.
Hmm.
Second, if you do it, always have a swivel below it.
You have to. You
Um,
have to, or it screws up the posability. That's what I've been saying
yeah,
for like 15 years now. Not literally.
but you also need one on top too. So it's like just
Yeah.
you need to because it needs to be a universal joint, or it just is weird.
Oh, is it using the old
But then
net?
it
Oh, yeah. So that's the old body, the one that I just reviewed on that battle damaged figure. Okay, so it's that old crappier Spider-Man, but different arms, different shoulders and arms. So that's nice. Sorry, go ahead. You can continue.
but on these things it's just doesn't look good because these are really, organic human anatomy sculpts, not a
Yep.
robot.
Well, also, it would be it would look even better. I mean, it looks worse because of the way they do things like the obliques. Like these tumors that he's got on the sides right here, that's not how anyone looks. They screw things up like that and then put it next to an ab crunch. It's like putting a bullseye. Like, hey, look at this weird thing. Don't like it. But yeah, the
Oh, and
arms
then
look
they make
good.
the
The head
joints
looks good.
polygons, which is great, and then you feel the
Okay,
torso clicking as you're twisting it.
we could talk about
They
that briefly because I'm done with Hasbro stuff or Marvel Legends stuff. You want to talk about that briefly?
Yes,
Did you send me a
somebody
picture of
posted.
it? I think you did.
I sent you a Reddit thread, I think, and somebody had posted
Oh
it,
yeah. Yeah. I don't have a
and
picture of
it
it.
just shows one of the balls is just a like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I need
10,
to
11,
turn
12,
my pen up.
13, 14.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm
a
pretty sure the
20-sided
cape is a
polygon.
reuse. Uh,
And it's
nice.
stupid because why? They do this thing, I think this thing, Hasbro and a lot of companies do this thing where they're like, "Oh, well, the PVC is gonna get loose, so we need to put either little dots in there that protrude to, like, grab into the plastic or make it a polygon." But it's like, "No, because PVC, like, insert molded stuff can get loose because it doesn't have the initial tolerances, but most
Right.
PVC sockets, especially thick ones, the ones that Hasbro uses, don't need any of that. They're fine. Just put it on a regular ball. It
Right.
doesn't need a bunch of
Let me
these things."
explain in case people weren't might not have caught on to what we were talking about. So on the new Spider-Man figure, the battle damage one that I just reviewed, and they do it. Other companies do this. Hasbro does it. Lots of companies do it. When you have a ball, so it's like a straight peg, and then you've got the ball at the end that the joint is on. For Marvel Legends, it's the hips, and this figure, it's the hips. Instead of having a perfectly round sphere, like smooth circular ball, 3D ball sphere, for those of you who want to use the right term, they put lots of facets on it, so it looks like a tabletop gaming die or whatever. It's got like facets, like a diamond gets faceted. But the problem with that is what Brian was just describing is the PVC, the softer plastic that goes around it, shaped to that. And so when you try to turn it, you can't because it's stuck in the softer PVC. You never want to do
And
that. And when he
even when
was
it's not, it starts to adapt into that shape when you let it sit.
well,
And
that's what I
so
meant.
that's an
Yeah,
issue.
it's not actually like they're shaping it round, no doubt. The
And
D20,
it
yeah.
shreds it because you've got a bunch of protruding things, and plasticized
Yep.
PVC does have plasticizers in it, which is what makes it soft. And so the van der Waals forces are a little weaker, and so it's easier to shred. And it's like, just don't. Just make it smooth.
Yep.
It won't
Yeah.
shred, and it
Should
won't
always
get
be a smooth.
loose unless you design the joint like shit, which they
Right.
typically do.
Well, they do,
But
but
they're still
this is
designing them
worse.
like shit when they decide to make them polygons or put on the facets. So
If anybody out there is ever designing a ball socket joint, well, you wouldn't do this with like with like palm on palm hard plastics. But if you're having hard
no,
plastic go into PVC, it has to be a sphere. Don't do anything else. No lumps, no
yes,
bumps, no facets, no holes. Just a perfect sphere going into a
yeah, and
spherical
it's
hole.
fine.
That's it. That's it. Never do anything else. You don't need it. You're doing it wrong if you're doing it the other way. Only
And
spheres.
it will always age poorly as a toy. It will always shred down. Even the
Yeah.
simplest ones will start shredding it because again, PVC is not size PVC is not the best at dealing with that. It's great for like retaining its shape and some things, but just don't do it. And it
That
makes
is correct.
everyone's life so much easier.
Okay, let's move on. We're already a half hour in. Yeah, we're never gonna get to anything. I want to talk about. I think this was the Storm Arena stuff at New York Comic Con. Otherwise, it's from the other place. No, it's Comic Con. We're talking about it. Okay, Storm Arena, the company that is just, or the line that is just making every other line look crazy bad. If you ask me, even Jada, who's exceptional for the price point. If you ask me, and I can back it up, this line is better so far. And we'll see about the price points. And I get it, the rosters, whatever. Just figure for figure, Storm Arena's kicking ass. And Jada's still doing a good job too. We'll get to that. But Storm Arena. So they showed off that they're going to have Balrog. If you look at it, it's just a print. Like it's just a print to show you like this is the sculpt they're going to be using roughly. They haven't cut it up or anything yet. But maybe his shoulders are that big in this particular game. I don't know. But I like their mindset. I like the direction they're going. He's got the skinny waist, big muscles. It looks like the character. They're not dumbing it down. They're not sacrificing it for articulation, presumably based on the other releases that we've seen. I'm thrilled about that. We don't really need to talk about the statue too much. I want to hit the other statue real quick. I don't have a big picture of it, but we have Zangief here,
Whoever's
or
doing
Zangief.
these sculpts for Form Arena is clearly not the same person as the one who did the bigger ones, because these look a lot better.
If it's not the same person, if it is the same person, he got way better, or he's able to do different styles dramatically. But yeah, I agree. They look
There was
way better.
somebody showed off the who's that weird guy with the weird grotesque looking muscles and the eyes that are wider set? Baki or something?
Yeah. Baki. I have that. We're gonna
Somebody
look at that.
posted side by side the Storm Arena one versus the normal sized one, and the Storm Arena one, I think it's an ugly design, but
Well,
the
it
Storm Arena
is.
one looked monumentally better.
I haven't looked at those
Unfortunately.
yet up close, but I did review like not Baki, but the big guy with the like orange hair or whatever, and it's actually pretty accurate to the source, the big one, the Storm Collectibles one. But yeah, I agree.
No,
These
I
guys,
would say they're both accurate, but I would say aesthetically, the small one just looks like it was designed by somebody who understood uh,
yeah,
better styling. Like do you know what I mean? Like I have a feeling that they're both
yes,
accurate, but one of them is just
yes.
whoever sculpted it understood a little bit more about it. And not to say that the Storm ones are bad, but whoever is doing, or the big Storm ones are bad. Whoever's doing the Storm Arena stuff is
So
like
good.
one of the best toy sculptors. Like,
Oh, they
please
look
do
so
lines I
good.
care about. Please make like Mega Man
Hey, you never know.
and
You never know. But okay, let's talk
I
about
will
this.
admit,
Okay, go
I
talk about
think
that.
who are the girls with the wings on their heads?
We're gonna get to them in just a
The
second. Here, I'll do it now.
okay, okay.
This way. Yep, there you go.
They look a little weird. I don't
They do.
know. Like they look
They don't look
awkward.
good.
These feel
This one's
like that one
better
looks a
because the
little better.
hips are
Yeah,
normal, but they screwed this one up in the Storm Collectibles line. They look like this isn't as bad, but it looks janky as hell. And when we look at Chun-Li,
yeah. This
which
doesn't
doesn't
look good.
have so the I've had people try to defend the Storm Collectibles one, which was just a grotesque monstrosity of a weird thing. They say, well, she has really wide hips and big hips in the game. I'm like, no, they made her curvy and voluptuous. Like she's still built like a human.
No,
She's
this
not a
looks awkward.
robot.
Yeah,
Right.
this looks
So
terrible and awkward.
it doesn't look great. I don't like the way they put the really high waist on there to make the pelvis.
No,
I don't like this at all. And we might as well talk about these real quick before we get to the other ones. I don't know who this character is. I mean, I know I've seen her around. This looks slightly better. They
she's
still
the
have the
other
weird
girl
ab
with wings
crunch.
on her head.
That's right. You're right. I forgot about that. But they still have the ab crunch in there, which they shouldn't have. I keep going to the picture. Um, I don't, I think she doesn't have it on this one now, and she used to before. So maybe they're just going to remove it like they did for Sagat. But she looks better. Anyway, back to, hold on, that's Jada. Let me,
Which the Jada ones look good.
we'll get to that. Even this looks like crap. Their ladies have had problems a lot from Storm. They've had a couple that were
That looks
decent.
But this looks so much better than those last two. I don't
It
think this
does,
looks
but
like crap.
it looks like crap compared to all the guys.
Yeah, I let me look up the art. I remember. Let me look up the art.
She doesn't have the giant legs like she does in the other outfit, but like the face is soft and weird. The shoulders are really big. The legs aren't as big. It looks too segmented and lumpy. It's just I don't care for this anywhere near as much as the guys. Not even a little bit. And the
Okay,
way they did the hips, I don't like.
yeah, it doesn't quite look like the art. I will say, in the art, her head's really wide. In general, the
Yeah,
head on this doesn't really look like Chun Li,
no,
does it?
it doesn't.
No.
And it's small. I think it's way too small. Maybe not way too
Yeah,
small,
yes,
but
it
it is
is.
too small.
Well, in the one thing, I mean, in the one piece of art, it's about as small, but it's much wider. So if it was just wider, it had more volume that
Yeah.
way, it would be, it'd make a lot more sense. I would say that this, nah, it doesn't look like the art. No, she
Not
doesn't have
enough.
like the big feet and
And she's got the
her.
broad chest, which is like she doesn't have the big ass that she has in the normal traditional look in this version. That's fine. She's supposed to be a lot more lean and slender and younger, but she has a really broad chest compared to the rest of her body. She's almost shaped like a guy. I don't, it doesn't
What
work
is
for
this
me.
art? Oh, I'm seeing this one piece of art that kind of looks like it, but the head's still too interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I don't know enough. I feel like at a glance, this looks like it's fine aside from the head size. Like if the head was bigger, the shoulders wouldn't appear to be as broad and stuff. But then when I look at the art, it doesn't quite look as good.
Yeah.
So that's odd. Maybe this person doesn't know how to sculpt females. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. But so okay, so here's another one. Dan, he looks really good. We've already seen him. It's basically Ken and Ryu again. I don't know how many parts they're reusing. I haven't spent the time to look, but he looks really good. I think that looks great. Sagat, we've already talked about a couple of these, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. But he looks really good too. Glad they got rid of the ab crunch. That's awesome. Still looks good. There's Chun Li again. I guess I don't have a. I do, but whatever. I don't know where it is. Charlie, they haven't shown this effect part yet. That's awesome. This is a presumably $30 figure, unless they're gonna have higher prices for some things, which they haven't indicated yet. Charlie looks freaking good there. I mean, you put that on your shelf, that's exactly what you want. It looks exactly like the character. The effect part is huge and awesome, which Storm is known for. That's great. Oh, we didn't talk about Zangief enough yet. I don't know what's up with the. Somebody said it's steam. Somebody said it's fire. Mecha Zangief. I don't know, but his body is just normal Zangief. I don't know. Maybe that was like a. I don't know what that's from. I don't know why that's there. But look how big and chunky and massive he is. And obviously, this is just a printed statue again. If they go anything near that sculpt for the figure, that's going to be awesome. This whole line already,
I
they
will
have the.
admit, and I wonder if they do this. Sometimes, if you're like trying to make something accurate, sculpting it in the pose that it's in is going to get you a lot further if you dissect the pose and then start to work around trying to make it symmetrical and then pushing everything back into place. So maybe they do that. I don't know, but does he do this pose?
It's got to be from something. I don't know. I didn't play Alpha 3, so it might be a specific like victory pose or something. I don't know. Um it doesn't exactly look like fire to me. So I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe at some point he like drank a bunch of vodka. Somebody mentioned vodka being because he's Russian and then lit it on fire as he spit it out. I don't know. I have no idea. But he does do this kind of pose a lot. But even if they only look kind of like, if this is the direction they're headed in at all, it's going to be awesome because he's going to be huge. And I love action figure lines that don't skew everything to the middle like Bandai does for Dragon Ball. Make the big guys big, make the little ones little. I love that. So I'm thrilled about Zangief and Balrog. They both look like they're in the right direction. But the one I want to talk about the most, my most important character in Street Fighter, not her, not her. I don't even know her. You guys aren't them. Him, Akuma. Look at that. That looks awesome. I'm so happy with the way they've done this. He's got the broad shoulders. This looks exactly like one of the screenshots. Like sometimes in the game he's not as V-shaped. Sometimes he is. And this looks just like it. I'm thrilled with this. Best Akuma figure ever. It looks amazing. I don't know if it's actually metallic. I think somebody, whoever I got this picture from, I don't remember who. I was just scrolling on Twitter or something. It looks metallic. They might have just processed the shot a lot because it shouldn't be all metallic. But either way, the figure looks fantastic, and it looks so much better than Jada's, which still looks pretty good. But I love this. You never see the V shape anymore. I should bring something. Where's my mouse? This over here.
Need to stop neglecting the chat. I'm not good at this stuff. Yeah, let's see.
I'm reading the chat. Most of the things aren't like questions. Like we're already not going to have enough time trying to get through as much as I possibly can. All right, let me look at this guy right here. This is Jada's, which does look good, but it doesn't look anywhere near as good. And they really screwed up his chest, is what I'm concerned about. But we'll see. Well, first, when I talked about this last time, I said his face looked weird. I stand by that. It looks really weird. But his secondary face looks really good, so I'm okay with that. I don't like the way they
Is he
did
supposed
his.
to be? Is he supposed to be bigger than the normal guys like Ken?
Well, so sometimes, like in the beginning, he was basically the same kind of sprite with just a few tweaks. Then they started making him a lot thicker. So you could argue either way, but if he's bigger,
He looks
that's
a lot
fine.
taller in the Storm Arena figure. Looks a lot taller
He
than like
shouldn't be
Ken.
significantly taller, but definitely thicker. I don't think the arena is going to be much taller. Do they not have like? I can't find the photo I wanted to find. But you can see they cut his shirt up way too much. Like there's almost no material here. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to be a bad figure by any means, but he's got the really thick waist, and it doesn't have the same dynamic look as the other one, and the hair looks really crappy. So we'll see. Jadis is going to be a good figure for sure, but I think Storm takes the cake like handily without effort. Um, Barefoot was alpha. Yeah, there's barefoot versions and sandaled versions. It depends on which game you're talking about. I don't know if I don't think he's going to be significantly taller. I mean, he shouldn't be. I've never seen Akuma be significantly taller. Let's go back. I don't know. He looks about the same as Dan, not counting the hair. Dan is going to be the same size as Ken. So, and he's next to Chun Li, and she's only half a head shorter. I don't think he's going to be taller. He's just a little broader in the chest, I think. Okay, okay, so let's talk about the Jadas real quick. They showed Ryu again. He looks better here than he did before, but that soft face is still weird. It's super weird. Charlie
I
looks
feel
a
I
little
I feel
better,
like
but it's still
there's
soft.
some things about this that I quite like.
Yeah, they're
Feel like it
good.
it captures some of the stuff that maybe the other ones didn't quite capture. But the way that some of the things bubble out more, I kinda like that.
My
Um,
concern is that the sculpts are so soft. I mean, even Jada sculpted the clothing textures before on the earlier figures, and now with this guy, they haven't shown him yet. Everything is just flat, smooth plastic, and to me, that looks really cheap. Only because there's like no wrinkles barely either, so no texture and no wrinkles. They look like kids' toys more than the other figures that Jada's released lately. Even Charlie here, his pants have basically no wrinkles until the very bottom, and they're just smooth. So I don't know. I get what you're saying. I like the general I like what they're going for, but also it feels like they're phoning it in if they don't refine these a little bit. They're far from the final prototype. Well, I don't know what that means exactly. But yeah, I know they're not done yet. I just said that, but they still are keep showing this figure and this figure at different places, and we haven't seen these changes yet. And I'm pretty sure when they showed the previous waves, like the first Ryu figure, I don't think he ever came out on smooth plastic like this. Maybe before he was painted or something, but um, I don't remember ever seeing any of them have smooth plastic only. I guess they're going for that alpha art style, but compared to Storm Arena, it's not working for me. They might do some things better, but if I had to pick, it's not even a contest. No, no contest at all. They're changing the knee styles. That's cool. Elbows too. That's interesting. I saw somebody comment on, I think it was Instagram maybe, about the disconnect from the gloves to the wrist. It's like we can't figure that out yet. Yes, lots of companies have figured that out by now. Jada's just not doing it, so that's a little bit annoying. That makes the figure look weird. That should be one glove. So like I love Jada, but as of right now, they're not putting their best foot forward in contrast to not those ones, these ones. It's not even close to me. That one maybe. That looks so much nicer. Look at the sculpt and proportioning. I think it looks way better. Okay. Um, don't like how they do the knees for the Storm Arena line. Yep, I know lots of people complain about that. That's basically what Jada's doing now. I mean, not really, but kind of. These Jada knees, those are going to be chunky as hell when you bend those. That's going to be a huge knee. You hate Arena Dan. That's interesting. Um, these are going to be really, really big knees. I could see if they were single jointed and tucked in, but these can't tuck in, as far as I've
why
seen
wouldn't
so
a bu
far.
why don't a bunch of companies make me, like, a Shining Gundam figure that I like
You want to be able to
instead of
debate a bunch of good Shining Gundam figures? That would be nice. It's nice if you're a Street Fighter fan right now. We're like talking about like prime rib versus ribeye
I
steak. It's
know.
like, yeah, we're happy. It's good. Either one you pick, you win. I don't like prime rib that much. I'll take a ribeye over that any day. And so for me, the arena is the ribeye. But this is still prime rib, and it still tastes pretty good. But yeah, I'm happy. Street Fighter fans are eating well, as they say these days. All right, let me close down some of these. Got 1,000. Good thing I've got like a billion gigabytes. All right, let's see here. I'm new here. How you been doing? We're good. Thanks for being here. Um, Let me just answer a question real quick because it just popped up. Um, are you going to get the 12-inch Apocalypse? Yes, I will. I may end up selling it because I don't tend to keep the big figures, but for him, since he's only 12 inches, I stick with the Toy Biz one. That one's good. It's really personal preference. One's modern, one's not. One's sculpted really detailed like, and one's the cartoon version. So yeah, you get to pick either one. They're both going to be fine, I'm sure. All right,
Those
so
have uh, I I hate how the metal build Burning Gundam looks. I don't a lot of the metal build stuff is like tiny feet and giant hips, and like, oh, that's not what I want from a Gundam. Um, I think the RG Burning Gundam looks amazing. I think proportionally, it's like my favorite Burning Gundam. The RG Shining Gundam looks okay.
let's spend the
I don't
rest of
know.
the stream talking about how Storm Arena needs to make Soul Calibur figures, particularly Nightmare.
That would be awesome because I want a Soul Calibur 2 Nightmare, and also they'd probably do Link then. Probably wouldn't, but maybe.
You could, dude. Nintendo would never, but that would be amazing if we could get like
But they
get
wouldn't they
Link
would
in.
now, because back in the day when McFarlane was like, "Can we make Link?" And they were like, "No." But that was, in like it was a while ago. They're a little bit more open to it now, probably.
All right, I want to hit this real quick before we move on. The Toonshi Studios. I reviewed this Terry Bogard. Some very nice things. Nowhere near worth the price. It was way overhyped because everybody nowadays on the internet, as soon as a new thing comes out, it's the best thing ever if they have it, because then they get to feel special until other people have it and they're like, hey, this actually is just pretty okay. Anyway, there's some really good stuff. You can tell it's a very nice looking figure. It didn't review as well as I had hoped, but they're adding more. These ones look really flat to me. These two on the side, I don't really care for that.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
but but Iori here looks pretty dang nice. He looks good. I'll review it. So if you're into this line, it's cool. It's lots of soft goods that were not as well executed as I had hoped, and posability was not as good as I had hoped. But it's still a pretty cool looking line. Anything to add to that, Brian?
No.
All right. I know a lot of this stuff I like to talk about is not stuff Brian likes to talk about, so he's kind of stuck here. But oops. We'll hit this real quick. The Medi toys, or it's some other name that they're using to make the turtle stuff. I don't know what it is. I can't pronounce it. Bebop and Rocksteady both look incredible. Their turtles are coming out this year, I think. Trying to get a review sample. And they just had samurai versions as a WonFest. I think it was WonFest exclusive that you could buy there. But anyway, these figures I think look pretty cool. Shredder looks like he's based on that, what is it, 2005 cartoon? Does anybody know? Brian, do you know about turtles?
I like the original comic designs, and then I liked the movie designs from like 2006, and then everything else is kind of a blur.
Yeah,
So
that's
no.
I'm kind of like that too. But the figures look like a lot of these are just statues again. But Slash looks awesome. Big hulking turtle with the spikes and stuff. I think that looks really cool. I'm assuming that's Baxter Stockman. Very interesting take. I have no idea what the hell this is. That doesn't look like it's a Ninja Turtle thing to me. But maybe it is. I don't know. But there's Leatherhead. Like I think they just have a really good chance at putting out some really cool figures. All right. An affordable Terry Bogard. Arena's gonna make him at some point. And then we can talk about LPZZ real quick, and then we'll probably come back to it.
I did send
Bat.
some LPZZ stuff, but you might have all of it.
Well, I didn't have all of it. That's why I think we might come back to what you sent me. But this will be like the main hits that I wanted to hit on, because that's what I want to hit.
Okay.
I don't know. Batman. The last time they showed him, he wasn't very well articulated at all. This looks almost like the final like test shot for the plastic. It it isn't perfect, but I think it's going to be the best articulated comic Batman, like by a lot. Obviously, where the cape is connected, it's not pegged in right there, so that doesn't look good. But presuming or assuming that they end up assembling the figure before they sell it, I think this looks pretty darn nice. It looks a lot like miles closer to the artwork compared to the Mafex one. This is the Hush Batman. Looks way better, closer to the Jim Lee artwork. Little details throughout make it look nice. I think the proportioning looks pretty cool. Some meat on him. Superman looks like crap still, but he's not cut up yet,
Yeah,
so we don't have
Superman
to worry
looks
about
very
that.
odd. Very. Very big torso.
It's a weird, weird look, but I'm guessing that's just because they haven't cut it up. This guy looked pretty janky to begin with, honestly, too. But this, I think, looks quite promising. And maybe not perfect, but I really like the direction they're going. So thrilled with that. Oh, by the way, yes, I will be reviewing the LPZZ Batman and Deathstroke. They have not come in. The place I ordered from, my order was not filled in the first batch, and I'm still just waiting. I will be getting them at some point, hopefully, or I got conned. But this looks cool. The cape is wired clearly,
That
and the figure
reminds
looks
me,
good.
I want
Yes.
I want the Tonson Art Toys Gogeta, the cameo new one, but I don't know where to get it from. And then I'm like, I don't really want it.
I can ask my brother who he buys his stuff from, see what he
Is
thinks.
he getting it?
I don't know. He's been sick. I haven't talked to him too much, but I'll ask him.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask him. But yeah, I don't know
And
much. I know like there's Gundam. That's who I ordered these figures from, and they're taking forever. They're taking their sweet old time, and maybe it's not their fault because they came on good. I've heard good things. But then
I
there's
think
also
Molly
5K.
ordered her Darksiders figures from Gundam, and they came through, or 5K,
Yeah, I've heard good things. There's that, and then there's Bombas B, which I'm trying to get them to send me stuff.
or Bumblebee. You
So we'll
remember?
see. All right, there's another Batman. I don't like where they put the joint. His chest torso joint is too high. It should never be under the pecs. It breaks the rib cage and looks super weird when you pose him. Not AliExpress. You can do AliExpress, but you don't know what you're getting. And I would buy from a real place, honestly, like a real place, unless you're buying directly from the people making it. Oh, speaking of which, I've been having a lot of people tell me to review CT Toys. I did one and said never again. I don't like the whole concept. But Mess Toys, which is the same company, but they're not making knockoffs, they're making their own stuff. They've been asking me to review their stuff for a long time. The company has, and the viewers. So I may be reviewing some Mess Toys things as long as they're not bootlegs, like actual knockoffs of other products. I'm not against it. Like third party stuff is a whole different ball game, kind of. So yes, I will hopefully be reviewing some Mess Toys stuff for those of you who are interested. But anyway, back to this. This Batman looks great, other than the way they cut his torso. The joint should have been here at the bottom of the rib cage, at the top of the abs, not under the pecs. Looks super weird. Super weird. Yeah, zoom rig. Yes, I think we'll talk about that. You like that Batman, Brian? I like that Batman a lot.
This looks good. Yeah.
This looks
I
weird
feel
right
like
here.
Ben Affleck's neck is lower because he's got kind of a low neck when he's in the suit.
Yeah, it's real fat looking.
But,
It may. I'm hoping it looks more like that when it actually comes out. But even if it doesn't, I think it looks pretty
like
good.
aesthetically, it looks fine. I'm just not sure if it really looks like him
Yeah. Well, you know
proportionally.
what? They had another shot. This one. This is not Ben Affleck. I'm joking. Maybe in the thing you sent me, there's another shot of that one, and maybe we'll get a better look at it.
I don't even
This
know
is.
if mine are all LPZZ. I don't know what all these new companies
I
are
know.
doing.
I'll know which ones are at least for the Batmans. I think I'll know which are which. I had photos too. Where'd my other batch of photos? Maybe I already looked at them. This is that new, what is it called? Super duper Batman? Absolute Batman. People are in love with this. I don't know. Like it's going to be articulated at some point. I don't care for this aesthetic with the giant legs and tiny head. That's a thing that exists out there, so
Yeah, I
that's
don't like
fine.
it
And
at
it
all.
looks like it's
Some
supposed to. But if they
people seem
articulate
to
it,
really like the
that's
tiny head stuff. I
yeah.
don't.
It's not my thing. The 6-inch plus Hulk figures. Hopefully, we get to that. We are trying. There's a lot. There's a lot to get through. So I'm trying to get through the things that I thought would be most interesting. I don't even know. I don't. I might have just skipped to these. I don't even think these are New York Comic Con. But anyway, this is going to be articulated at some point. Good luck. He's chunky, so we'll see. This guy, not my thing. The suit looks like whatever. It doesn't look like Batman to me. A lot of people like it, so that's cool. It looks like a really good
I
figure
like this
for.
Batman.
I know you
I like
love
this
it.
Batman a lot.
And it looks
I
good.
think this
I
is
think it
the
looks
best
really good.
live action suit other than the cowl. I would change the cowl, but I really like the Batman suit. He really looks like a tactical dude who has a bunch of junk.
Yeah,
Um,
does look like
I
that.
but I don't think I'm gonna buy it because I don't know. Maybe
Well,
no. I
if
think
I
so.
review it, you can buy mine from me because
Okay.
I do not care about this suit. It does look exactly like what you said, just not for me. I want the Ben Affleck one since it looks more like the comics and totally unrealistic. So
Yeah.
if I get
Well,
this one,
yeah.
you
I
can
think
totally
like
buy it from me. Okay.
uh
It looks good though. Like I think it looks good for what it is. I'm not knocking it at all. It's just not what I prefer. So it's cool. And
no,
I
yeah.
even the unmasked emo head looks pretty good back here in the background. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I would never use that though. Sorry.
No, who would? You have to be a crazy person. Somebody asked me a question about what do I think about the Maximum Hulk's chest ripping on people. I'm surprised because that's PVC, and I'm wondering. I still haven't seen it happen, so I'm wondering what people are doing to make it rip. On the
Is it
internet, you
PVC?
never know. It feels like PVC. It feels like soft PVC. It could be some kind of other vinyl combo. I don't know. There's no way for me to say for sure because
There's
its
so
lid is
many
flexible.
elastomers. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
there's no way for me to say exactly, but it feels like PVC. I've never felt anything that feels like PVC and seen it tear from just flexing. So I don't know. It could be people are making stuff up. It's the
I've
internet. I'm
I've
not saying that's what's
torn
happening. I don't know.
a lot of Gundam. A lot of the old MSI Gundams have skirts that are just on PVC, and I've torn those.
But like at a seam or something, because this is just his chest flexing at the pecs. Like that shouldn't tear. I can't imagine how it could.
It would. I mean, all right. Imagine bending it. I don't know. I mean, if you're, I don't know.
I could see maybe it
They
would
are.
crack in the
They're
middle of
not
the
bending at a
boobs.
seam, so they always like rip it like a little bit back or something, and then you're only really pushing it like 45 degrees, and they still manage to rip
Yeah.
occasionally.
So like I said, I don't know. Maybe people are doing it for attention. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I know that kind of stuff does happen on the internet. Maybe it's tearing. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Nobody who's talked to me about this has actually shown me anything. Um, Made with cancer plastic and paint. You know what? If you're I really don't think you're gonna get cancer from an action figure, even if it's like lead paint, unless you're like chewing on it. Honestly
Wait,
speaking.
where's this?
Here, I'll put this on here. I'm not sure exactly what he's referring to. Um, but I think he's just talking about unofficial things, unlicensed things, and because they don't have to follow the same kind of rules and stuff. But I'm pretty sure if you're not eating it, like lead paint's not going to hurt you if you're not eating it or breathing it. I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice, but I've never heard of anybody having a problem being near lead paint. Otherwise, everybody would be dead from 80 years ago.
Well, it can still cause issues. It's just
Well, like
yeah, I
what?
don't.
If it's just sitting in your shelf, there's so
If it's
little of
if
it.
you're touching it and you're handling it, then maybe, but not that
Yeah,
much. I
you'd
don't
have to
like
touch
lead
it a
because
lot.
I don't want lead. I'm
Well,
not.
I don't want it either. I'm just saying I think people like to say things, and I'm not even like a third party knockoff kind of guy, but I really don't think that's a thing to worry about that much.
I guess yeah, a lot of things are carcinogens, and I would say it's usually just like keep it below a certain amount. Like
Yeah.
you give off ionizing radiation just your
Screw you, man. I
skin,
don't give off anything.
which means if you have your hand next to your other hand, you
Think I
could
can
like
shoot fireballs?
you might get skin cancer, but probably not. But like
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this. These streams need to be like 6 hours long for us to do as much talking and looking as we need to. This doesn't look good. It's a static thing, obviously, but to me it looks really awkward.
oh yeah, that
Hopefully
looks really dumb. Somebody
when they
somebody asked if we're
chop it
gonna
up, it
do
looks
blockies. We
better.
really don't do blockies here. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people who are into
I
blockies.
reviewed some of the Pokemon. That's probably going to be it. I don't care about the other stuff so far. We'll see, but it doesn't appeal to me at all. Um, yeah, this doesn't
Such
look good.
big
Obviously,
legs.
they have to cut it up and everything. But yeah, he's not shaped like this at all in the
Looks so
game.
funny.
He needs to be way bigger up here and smaller down here. Or I guess you can just do the bigger part. That would be fine. But this does not look right. Luckily, it's not the figure. Like I said, their other Batman looked like not very good. It looked better than this, but it didn't look very good until they cut him up. This looks weird as hell, so we'll see. This looks pretty good. This looks really good. I don't like this cut right here. That's super strange. It goes way too low back here and too high up here. Like it's
Yeah, that looks
fine
very
in
odd.
terms of matching like the suit contour, but as far as posing, that's gonna be super weird. But otherwise, I will be very happy with this figure. This looks very nice. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, one of the things
Wow, you
about
get
this
so many
Batman,
Batman toys, huh? You just have so many Batman toys that
dude,
are
I
awesome
know
and great.
Batman and Street Fighter. Ha. It's like all these companies are making what I want. And they honestly, most of them are doing it the way I would do
You know
it
what?
lately.
I
So
will
I'm
admit,
pretty happy
the new
about that.
the new Mach 5, it's not fully like what I want, like the sculpt of the car, but like as a toy, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
So that's something that's like, like everything else though I have to make for myself. There's just not enough people making different adaptations of Shining Gundam.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I would be all about more G Gundam. Anything. So,
I would too. I don't think
not gonna happen.
Big Bang Maker. No.
Not gonna happen. All right, Batman looks great here. I think this looks wonderful. I am thrilled. I am very happy. Joker, this looks way better than that other one that's not cut up. The Batman that's not cut up yet. Obviously, we'll see how they cut it up and how they can actually make it work. But the sculpt looks fine. His arms look a little short because, well, no, they look a little short. But either way, it's gonna change a lot. These three, I couldn't care less. Flash Batman in black, Batman in red, and then oh Batman. I don't even have a better picture for these guys. They look like good figures. If you're into that sort of thing, you'll probably have good figures, but can't talk about everything.
Shiny Venom Candy Toy is pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind the sculpt. I just don't like ABS joints. I just got like some blockies recently, and I'm like, oh yeah, so more amorphous plastic joints that crack, and I hate it. I don't
Freaking
like. Okay,
amorphous plastic.
if I'm getting a toy, the joints need to be semi-crystalline and likely palm or nylon. So I don't buy candy toys because it's always ABS.
ABS is bad for joints. Cracks.
Yes. And sometimes it's
Batman toys are
MABS and
legit.
sometimes it's
Yes.
polycarbonate.
I don't know who David's talking to, if it's us or someone else. But yes, the Batman toys are legit. We haven't gotten to the third party stuff yet, and I don't know if we're gonna have time. But we will potentially. But those Batman are LPZZ. They are licensed figures. That's correct. All right, Brian. I'm going through your folder that you sent me, and then we can go through
So
links and
this is
stuff.
Mosho. And I've never bought from them, but it's cool seeing this weird looking engram from Pat Labor.
This is the
Because
Zoids
it's a
X Pat Labor. I can read the
yeah,
sign.
so
I
the
know what
in
it
the art
is.
and back, it doesn't quite look like this, but I still like this. Like the proportions aren't the same, but it's like a police dog robot as the Zoid because the Pat Labor and suits are like police robots. So that's cool.
Okay.
Um,
You tell me when to move on to the next thing because I don't know.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and
The
move
hips
on.
are grossing me out. It looks like human legs inside armor and then body horror. So I don't know.
I like it
All
because I
right.
mean the shoulders are super broad too. And this was the
I just mean because it looks like cloth and humany
it
than
is cloth.
robotic.
They do all the engram units have cloth over the joints.
I guess maybe if I had color, I don't know. It just looks weird to me because I don't know anything about it. So just ignore me. This is not that. This is a robot dinosaur.
This is Mechagodzilla 2, and this is the new Hia Toys one. And they changed some stuff and resculpted it, and some aspects of it are more accurate. I will say, I liked the proportions of the first one they showed because it was kind of like it looked fun to pose, and it like had smaller legs and stuff. They can't win everyone over. I'm uh I would have preferred the old one, but that's okay. I might still get this because this is my favorite Godzilla design. Go ahead and move on.
Okay, did you see the Mega Man stuff, by the way, from here?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't
X
like
looks
them.
really, really bad.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was talking to my buddy about it. He likes them. I'm happy he likes them, but they look really bad. They look really bad.
The one with all the extra armor, like you could ignore it enough because there's so much shit going on, but maybe we'll look at that. I don't
It
know.
still looks like it has like a really high neck.
It
It's
looks
weird.
weird.
All of this,
They do
yeah,
look weird.
all of their
This
stuff,
looks
just
good.
all of their mega. That looks amazing. Yeah, that looks really good.
I like it. I like that
No,
you
they're
can get
they're
his
good at
legs closer
Godzilla stuff.
together.
The Mega
Oh
Man
yeah,
stuff
they're
looks
they're
terrible.
putting the SHMA stuff to shame if you ask me. Like especially for the money and the size, he
I
wins
think
by a mile.
so sometimes the Monster Art stuff is better,
Yeah, they're here.
sculpt wise and stuff. But what I will say is Hia Toys does the thing where they put in the little divots, the little facets on the joints, and they have
Yeah.
PVC sockets and stuff, and it's like
Yep. But the
So I
thing is,
don't
like, they're
have one
so
yet.
much cheaper. So, like, you're right. Like, I have like a couple Godzilla still, or maybe only one, and they definitely have like some better sculpts for sure. The Bandai ones. But if I had to pick a line to collect, I would definitely say he is the one to go. You get so
Yeah,
much more for your
probably, yeah.
money. And the Bandai ones tend to fall apart. I haven't enjoyed handling many of them. I
Yeah,
haven't had many of them, but
they don't tool the Bandai ones too well, but I understand that it's difficult when you have 100 ball joints that are all have to be palm, and it's like and then they
yeah.
have to make it really expensive. So I guess I get it, but also at the same time, I don't know, I guess I would risk some tail articulation for better tooling all around.
I still think the option for tails is throw in a couple different tails for different poses and stop articulating them. It would save so much money.
Yeah, I think I'd like that, yeah. You
All
can
right.
go on to the
This
next slide.
this
This
is
is
not a Godzilla.
interesting.
This is different.
This is a Digimon. This is a metal build Omegamon or Omnimon, depending on region, like Burning Gundam and God Gundam.
Right.
From the
It's
Digimon
cool. That
movie.
looks awesome.
Uh, he's War Greymon and Metal Garurumon combined. Uh, that's why his arm is gold like that. And yeah, it looks cool. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but it looks cool. I just wanted to,
Did I review it?
um,
No, the Digimon stuff does not get
you
any
want a
attention.
metal build? It's gonna be like $300.
I'll sell it after. No, I'm not going to review
Yeah.
this. They don't get any views. They're cool designs, but nobody cares. It's like for
Yeah.
whatever reason, if you're not a Digimon fan, the least
Like
amount of interest.
I think the actual design has cooler proportions, but it's just still neat to see. Like,
I don't
and
know
then
it. All I know
one
is
of the
this
next
looks cool
slides
to
will
me.
have the metal build Kiryu. Oh, this is I forgot what I think this is CCS.
This is the other
Metal
thing
build
that you want.
Kiryu is right over there on the right.
This guy.
Yeah. So we're getting a stylized Mechagodzilla Kiryu. Cool. I don't know
Oh,
what the
I
thing in the
see.
middle is.
All right, and then this one is Getter Robo.
It's no, it's Galaxy Gurren Lagann or which Gurren Lagann?
Oh,
It's a CCS. It's one of the big Gurren Laganns.
yeah, I see
Um,
that now. I see that now, and it has the drills. I just saw pointy things. And I figured it might be Getter Robo. I don't know.
but no, it looks cool. I'm not gonna get it. Uh,
I'm tempted to get the Flame Toys Gurren Lagann thing, but they're so expensive. And I don't really care. So
do you like Gurren Lagann?
no, but the figure looks like fun. So that's why it's like I want to get it, but meh. I did review the
I'm
DRX
not like
Digimon, but
my
nobody
brother.
watched them.
My brother likes Gurren Lagann. I like it. I don't like it as much as like Getter Robo and stuff, but it's fun and
It's
stupid.
not an
But I
ongoing
don't know if
thing,
I'm
is
a
it? Isn't it over? Like it was that
no.
like a couple seasons, and then that was it,
They did
right?
a they did a couple seasons. They did like 2 seasons and like 2 movies, and that was it.
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was
It's just
fine. I don't have any attachment to it. I don't care.
it just gets a lot. It's like the last Super Robot thing that wasn't like a remake. So
Yeah, that's fair.
you know,
I mean, it was fun. I just don't want to buy the stuff because of the IP. Just it looks like a cool figure, so if it's only that, I probably won't spend a lot of money on it. But it looks cool. Ooh, this looks cool. What is this?
that's the Kiryu. That was the one on the right. So that's just
Oh.
the
Oh, I see. Is that
so
from an
that's
actual thing or is this like some like stylized
no, that's
version?
Mechagodzilla 3. That's
That was
from
in the
Tokyo
show that
Retro
looked
X.
like it actually looked like
It
this?
didn't look it wasn't stylized like this. It's the same design, but this has different proportions and different changes and stuff made to it.
Oh,
Kiryu, he
that's
had
really
the
cool
the
looking.
one with the purple guns on the shoulders and the purple
Yeah.
gauntlets?
Yeah.
It's that one. It's this one.
Oh, so this is very different though than like the source. It's kind of like the way Flame Toys does Optimus Prime. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's a style that all the Metal Build stuff is stylized.
Oh, okay. Well, this
Uh,
looks freaking cool, man. I like that. I like the proportioning of the head and everything. It's like kind of modern and also not. I like it. Ooh.
Interesting, yeah.
How much does this thing cost? Like 300?
Probably. I have no idea. I don't think they put out the price yet.
Hmm. Well, I'll have to
Um,
keep an eye out. I like that head sculpt a lot. This is
perfect.
my favorite.
These look really good.
They
I'm
do.
probably gonna get Optimus. These are
I'm
Yolo Park.
thrilled. YOLO Park, Beast Wars, they look fantastic. Now, here's the thing, because I get a lot of shit for this, and I don't like that I get the
This
shit
looks
that I
so
get.
cool. It doesn't
Looks
look
so
accurate, I
good.
don't think.
It's
Like
not
his neck is
accurate.
lower, but I think he looks better.
Yeah, his neck
Bro,
sat high.
look.
He was weirdly designed. So this is actually better, better than the source. But let me
Yeah.
talk about this just for a second, because when I reviewed my YOLO Park Advanced whatever Optimus Prime, the robot truck, It had floppy joints, not loose joints, but every joint felt like it was in like polypropylene or some kind of plastic that
Yeah,
has a
I
lot of
saw yeah, I
flex.
saw.
I did not I can't if I have a figure where everything is wobbly, that's really annoying. I'll buy these no matter what. Don't get me wrong. But
Well, I hope these are
that's not a
small.
personal thing. It's not a good way to make a joint. Nobody else has
No,
mentioned that to
no.
me ever,
Some of
so
their
I don't
smaller
understand.
th there's well, some people I think some of the people buying they just don't really I got some buddies who buy the blockies and some of the stuff, some of them just don't care.
But I don't care if they
They
don't
just
care. I
don't care
wanna
like we do.
nobody has corroborated what I have experienced. Nobody's like, "Yeah, they're floppy, but I
Oh,
don't
I
care." That's
no.
what's weird.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe people are just okay with stuff being like that sometimes, and it's they just don't even say anything, and I don't know. So it's
Well,
odd
maybe I
because,
did
yeah,
something
it
wrong.
looks
Maybe
like
they're
a
not
mess.
floppy. That's what I don't get.
No, I'm pretty I'll watch another review. I'm pretty sure they are. But some people just don't care like we do, and they don't even mention it. They're like, "Oh, it's floppy,"
That's the
but they're not
thing,
even
yeah.
gonna say anything because they just don't care. So,
But I'll buy these either way. I don't care. They could be made out of Jello. If they look like this, I'll buy them. They look
I
really
hope they're
nice.
small because I hope they're like because they look like they're like 5 or 6 inches.
They
I'm hoping
don't.
that's how
This
big they
one
are.
looks real. Based on the nameplate, this is like 4.5 inches, 5 inches. So,
Yeah,
and I
so I'm
guess it could
hoping
be a
these are
giant
small.
nameplate. He should be like twice her size though. So,
Oh,
well, actually, even Optimus could be twice her size, and Dinobot's taller than Optimus. They don't look big based on the print lines in their proto, but who knows? They could have just did really fat print lines. There's no telling for sure. I think they all look really good except for this one. I don't think it looks very good, but it might just be the pose. But I'll buy them all. I don't care. I don't care. It's Beast Wars. If they look even remotely good, I'm buying them. Okay.
yeah,
And then
I
this, what is
so there's
this?
the Batman pic. I don't know,
Oh
this
yeah,
is
this
LPZZ,
is
this one.
LPZZ. Yes. Yeah. There's that weird
I just
Batman.
put this here because it has the 2 Catwoman and I don't know, we can go to the next one. I only put these
Yes.
here just in case you wanna look at it.
There's one particular photo I want to look at. What is this? This is not LPZZ. This is one of the other
I have
guys.
no idea.
I don't know who
I
this one
just
is, so we're gonna skip it.
that's good.
These are LPZZ. Are they? Think they
Batman looks different from the one we saw
Yeah, it looks different. This might be different. These might be InArt. Are they InArt?
in
InArt,
our
yes. I've been confirmed to be InArt. I think the other Batman looks better. I like things about this, but I think the other one looks
I
better
feel like this
overall.
Batman looks more like it actually looks.
I agree. I think it's more accurate. I do like things about this. The other one
It
looks more
okay,
fun to
yeah,
me.
okay, I get what you're saying. Is it
I'll
no,
get
like,
both
yeah, I think the
probably.
other one kinda looks better too, but I also think this looks more accurate. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
Superman here looks pretty good. But it's
He looks
Superman,
fine, his
so
legs look too long,
um
and
maybe I think it
the
might be
way the
because his feet are down and the angle looking up at him is making his top half look small some.
yeah, it might be.
It's hard to say. I see what you're saying. We'll have to see because he didn't even look this good before, so they're still tweaking stuff. But they look good. Yeah, this definitely is more accurate. He said he's got a more barreled torso. Yeah, for sure. This is way better looking in terms of accuracy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Wonder Woman could not care less about. Looks okay. It's Wonder Woman. I don't care. The
Yeah,
movie Wonder Woman didn't do anything for me. Bane, don't care about Bane either. Don't like the movies, but it looks great. Like it looks like it's a scan
what do
of a
you mean?
person.
You like the Dark Knight movies?
Eh-eh. I don't hate
You
everything about them. I don't.
oh, I
The
thought you
third
liked them.
movie I don't like at all. And I
Oh,
don't
okay,
because
I
it's
like
not
them.
Bane. It's not at all Bane. Like that's not even close to the character. I don't like Batman in
Oh.
that movie. I don't like Bane in that movie. I don't like anything about that movie really. I like the movie
I
like
like seeing stuff like that as its own interpretation of its own thing. Like, I'm
it's
not thinking
fine.
about
Like
it, it's like
yeah, that's fine if you're gonna
like,
do
Speed
that.
okay, the
It just
Speed
doesn't
Racer
work for
movie
me.
from 2008, it's nothing like the source, but I love it.
Right. Well, fair
It is
enough.
like the source, but it's like, you know, um, but, like, it really changes stuff and the cars aren't the same, you know what I mean? The other one is
Right.
like Le Mans cars, and this one's, like, futuristic. But
Well,
anyway,
yeah.
I like
Well, I
those
never
movies.
saw it, but I know what you're talking about. But I get what you're saying, and that's fine. To
You
me, it was a
haven't
bridge
seen
too
Speed
far.
Racer?
No.
Why not?
I have not seen it. I'm not going to see it. I may see it
What
someday.
do you what do you mean you're not going to see it? Yes, you are.
Okay, fine. I'll watch it later. Speaking of which, I have to talk about this. I get 2 minutes to talk about this, completely unrelated. But the Halo TV show from Paramount Plus is on Netflix now, so I'm watching it.
Why?
because I don't have anything else to do. Like for the half
Oh, it's
hour before I
terrible.
fall asleep,
You
I'm
oh,
just
do
gonna
you love
watch it
it?
and oh, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's terrible. It's like sci-fi, the sci-fi channel back when cable was a thing. It's like one of
Yeah.
their B level things. Like it's not even good. The suit looks worse
I
than what was
a
the
cosplay.
short,
It looks worse than, like, people do 3D printed
not even
copies that
cosplay
looks
though. What was the one that they made for Halo 4? It was about the Corbulo Academy. They released it in like 10-minute shorts and then it made like 1 hour long movie. What the hell was that called? It was live action. It was about
I
the
don't
kid that
remember,
turns
but I
into
know what you're talking
Lasky. He
about.
grows up to be Lasky. Anyway, that was infinitely better than this. This show is so bad. I'm only on
Halo
the first
Infinite?
episode. No, poor choice of words. This show is so bad. The action scenes, they hold the guns out like in front of them because they didn't account for it in the armor. Like the action figures hold the guns better than the people in the show. It's the worst. Forward Unto Dawn. Yeah. Is that what it was called? I think you're right. It was so good. That was good for what it was. The guy that played Colossus in the X-Men movies played Chief, and he fit the armor. It was good. It was really good. And this is terrible. You can see his collar and like his neck, and like because Master Chief's helmet isn't really human head shaped. It's kind of long and short. They did all kinds of weird stuff. It looks so bad.
I'm
Can't
so
stand
happy
it
we
so
get to see
far.
his face all the time too, it's just
Well, I
so
haven't gotten
funny.
to that
It's such a
part, but
In the
um,
2nd season, he
it's
just, like,
all
has it
him.
off the whole
That's
time,
what I've
and I
heard. Like,
was just
why?
and I didn't finish it because I was just like, "This is so dumb. I can't do this."
I'm having trouble getting through
Uh,
the first episode. As soon as they introduced the blonde lady on High Charity, it's like, what the? How are you going this far off script to make this bullshit show when
well,
you're trying
and,
to
like, what
revive
was
a
the point?
franchise?
What was the point? Because it's like, again, we just talked about things being stylized and better, but it's like they're not better, but different and enjoyable.
Sure,
Like,
like
people
Halo
aren't
Legends, that was fine.
I don't really think people are looking for, like, Halo to be adapted that way.
Not
Like,
that way.
because Halo had a single story. Speed Racer only had one story, but it was from the '60s, and it was like, well, we might as well make something that isn't just the original thing because it had a
There's so
show.
many Halo books they could have drawn from,
Right,
or
but we
even a
don't actually
game,
have
or
we don't
anything.
have like a we didn't have a proper live action, and so it was kind of like, because of
Yeah, I
we
get
got
you.
like the Keaton Batman and all these different Batmans, and a lot of them were accurate in their own ways, but there's a bunch of comics, so that's not the same thing. People didn't want a stylized Batman that was nothing like or a stylized Halo that was nothing like the
Well,
real
even
story. People
Batman, if
wanted
it's not like the source at all, like you can tell your own story, fine. It can't be contradictory to the source. It can't be diametrically different than the source material. That's just insane. Hold on a second here. We got some info. This guy's watching it from before, I guess, but I like the info. Zangief fire from Storm is his celebration when he wins. He drinks alcohol and spits out fire. There you go. I guessed it. Good call, Box Boys. Thanks for the information. Yeah, so anyway, we have to move on, but that show is
Yeah, let's
really
go to the next
bothering
picture.
me. Oh, I need
Oh,
one more
I
thing.
love the
Hold
Halo
on,
show
hold
so
on,
much,
hold on.
Anthony.
One
You
more
don't
thing. One
understand.
more thing.
So
One more
good.
thing. One more thing. One more thing. One more thing. I have to. Why in this Halo show do the bullets from Spartan's guns hit harder than the bullets from everyone else's guns? It's these
Because they're
people are
Spartan.
shooting. The guy's using the minigun shooting the elite. It doesn't do anything. He's using the gun turret. Doesn't do anything to the elite. When Master Chief picks up the gun turret, he wipes out a whole
he's
squad.
using he's using his special Spartan gun shooty
So
powers.
stupid. The writing's bad. The cinematography's bad. It's worse than an old shitty sci-fi show, like Farscape or something like that. Like the shows that were good but not good. It's worse than that, and there's no good to it. It's the worst. All right, moving on. This is Ninja Gaiden from Revoltech. I think this is pretty cool. I
Yeah,
mean, for a
I
Revoltech,
put
it's gonna
something
be
there
a
for you.
Revoltech. I know. I appreciate it. It's gonna be a Revoltech figure, and I hate the way they're doing the shoulders, but at least they're hidden by his sleeves. This will be fun, as long as it doesn't fall apart like the last one. I'm curious how they're doing the knees because I'm reworking in my head since I can't work on my action figure line right now. In my head, I'm reworking all the joints to be different. I'm kind of growing tired of double jointed knees and elbows. I don't like them. I'm gonna see if I can figure things out. Plot
I want
bullets. It's
single.
just like plot armor. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out
I
single
like
jointed
single sometimes. I like
troops
double sometimes. I think it's just like, if they're thicker, yeah, it just, you know.
because it stretches out the joint. Like if you do the elbow right, it's fine. So I might just leave the elbows alone. But the knees, I really hate the fat knees from a double joint. So I'm gonna try to do a single joint for the knees, and I think I can get away with it, especially with the baggy pants. We'll see. Yeah, I don't like the way they did the chest flaps either. I agree with you on that. I think if they're
Yeah,
gonna
they are.
do
I
this,
think those always look terrible on the Voltec stuff. Like,
sometimes they hide it in. No, Farscape isn't shitty. Sorry, we're going back and forth. Farscape isn't shitty. I'm talking about like the quality of the show. It's not like it's some big multi-$100 million show. It's really
it has a
relatively
lower
crappy.
budget.
Yeah, low budget, crappy CGI. Farscape was a good show. That's why I said it's shitty, but not shitty. Halo's just shitty. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing about it that's good. Farscape, what's the one with Nathan Fillion? Like, there's lots of good shitty shows, like low quality shows that are really good because they have good writing, good acting. Halo doesn't have anything. There's nothing good about it so far. Um, yeah, this is
Other
classic
than it
Ryu.
being a bad show to get mad at. That's what it is.
Gosh, it's like it's nauseating how far away it is. Yeah, Firefly, how nauseating it is. Anyway, I don't like these chest flaps either. Sometimes they're integrated on the modern, the what was it, number 3 or 2, whichever the Ryu Hayabusa is that I reviewed recently. You couldn't even tell because the suit design hid the titty flaps, so that was fine. This isn't hidden at all, so it's gonna look like butts. They need to tuck them in. I think if they were tucked into the chest, it would be a better option. That would be harder to do, but I think they could do it. This doesn't look good. We'll see about the chest. We'll see. Okay, thanks for adding that. These look interesting. These look really interesting. Is this? I can't tell what brand this is.
I forgot. Somebody can say it. Is it? Is it? Is it?
This.
Maybe look at the
uh,
top. I don't know. Yolo Park. I don't know.
I don't. If it's Yolo, who's doing the Prime? That looks really nice.
Blockies. These are blockies. Okay.
Oh, they do look like the Blockies logo. That looks good. That
It,
Optimus looks good. B looks good. Megatron, I don't know. And this guy's name is Tarn, maybe it's Tarn. They look good though. I don't know about this Megatron. That's a bad design. He never looked good ever. This
Here's my
looks
thing about
great
blockies.
though.
I love how a lot of the toys look. I just really, because they do like these model kits, and from what I've seen, the big model kits look unwieldy and like things are too loose in spots and stuff. And it's like
Yeah.
Lucky's has a good team of sculptors and stuff. They need to start using better materials, especially if they want to make big things.
Based
So
on the Charizard I reviewed, somebody told me that he bought 3 of them to repaint, and they're all different. Like the tolerances are not like some joints are loose, some are tight for
yeah,
like the same joint
I
across
noticed
different
that in like
figures.
the few I have. Yeah,
Yeah.
they need to start working on some joint QC and better materials for joints because they use
Yep.
ABS and stuff. I don't care about this, but if you care about this,
Right. This is LPZZ, Blockies. I'm joking. It's Catwoman, LPZZ. Looks really good. I think this is Arkham. The torso looks okay here. Was it oh shit? Where's that other picture? Do I have more pictures somewhere? Hang on a minute. I might. Zero LP.
is the Ultimate Kuga a toy or a kit? They're doing the things where they're putting palm in there. So Blockies has started to use like palm and stuff, but they're still using ABS like with it. So I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I don't know about this Catwoman. There's another shot of I think this Catwoman where it looks really weird, but it looks good here, so that's fine. Yeah, LPZZ stuff looks really nice. You can see how nice Deathstroke looks right here, kind of. All right, we need to move on. We only have a half hour left, kind of. Well, like 40 minutes ish. And I'm all out of photos. I don't know where I had more, but they're not. Maybe I didn't
We can
transfer them
talk
from the other
about
computer.
Goku. That there are links. We have links to go through.
Yeah. We'll look at Gherkin real quick here.
Let's look at
Although I'm
Goku
not
because I want
honestly
to talk
that
about.
interested in it because it's like I'm so freaking tired of Bandai doing Goku and Vegeta.
Okay. So here's my thing about it. We're on 50. We're on number 50 Goku,
Is it
and
actually number 50?
no, but you know what I mean.
Well,
I
no,
don't know.
because
It could be
I'm
40.
not I'm not being funny because I keep talking. Like anytime I talk to somebody about figure arts, I've got a pile back here. It's unwieldy. It's huge, and I would believe you if you said we actually have 50 Gokus at this
I
point.
would like. I would. I don't. What I don't understand is why is it that like the big buff one, the one where it's
One where his hips are
um
square.
yeah, the big
Yeah,
buff one with the shirtless hip. That one has a really good body, and then like third party people will do a custom head with much better hair and a much and stuff. This
yeah,
and it's like okay, why do we need to have that? You guys, we're on Goku number 40. Why does it need a custom head to look so much better?
yeah.
This is another thing. The neck is so thick. Why is the neck so thick? I
I don't
sent
mind the
pictures
thick
of
neck because half the time they have drawn them with thick necks. Not
I
always.
know, but, like,
As long as it's
generally,
long enough, I don't care.
I went through the anime, and I went through the manga. It's not like this. His hair has so much more volume. I sent 2 pictures that you can flip back and forth between,
I
where
did.
I show him having a thinner neck with the hair covering the face more, and it looks
Mhm.
so much more like how it looks in the manga and in the show,
Okay,
and
hold
that's
on
it.
one
That's
second. Save your thought. Let me address one comment real quick because I don't want to lose this one. Because I said why do they keep doing so many Gokus? It's not the same thing as McFarlane Toys doing Batman. I mean, well, kind of because Todd's doing too many Batmans, but things that go to shelves have to be recognizable and you have to have anchors. That's not what Bandai sells. Bandai sells directly online. They could make a different character every time. It doesn't matter because one does not relate to the other. They just need to release them
if
frequently enough to keep
the
people able to
Gokus
get it.
are all like, "Oh my god, that's amazing." That would be one thing, but that's not what's happening.
Yeah. All right. Um,
Go
we want is
look I
what do you,
sent they're in the drive folder. You can go into the drive folder. There's a second folder inside the drive.
oh, okay.
And that has all the image that you need to look at.
I'm gonna copy. Okay. Move this over so that I just in case things.
In these episodes, he didn't have a particularly thick neck, though. I was just watching it. His face
Okay.
also
Yeah,
wasn't.
that's fine.
I just took a random screenshot. I wasn't even picky about it. I just took a random screenshot of something that was it, and he does not have a huge neck. Uh, and he also doesn't have a neck that goes straight to his back,
Hmm,
which
you don't say.
I'm really
Okay, I
getting
see the
sick of because
Goku.
Toriyama didn't do that. He gave them backs.
That nobody sculpts figures with backs anymore, and I don't get it. All right, what do you want me to show for? I'm not gonna like download these. I'm just gonna drag it over since it's not, there's no
Well, there's 4 images in there,
right.
so
Tell me
look
which
at
ones
the
you want to
go
see.
open the anime screenshot so that we can talk about, like, in general, a good anime look. Look at his neck's not huge.
Right,
He's got like it's just and this is what he and then we can go look at the manga screenshot because I took a bunch.
and
Uh
he also has a lot of hair.
yes, he has a lot of hair. They keep refusing to give him a bunch of hair. He has so much hair volume. But all the third party people give him a bunch of hair volume and it's like, so why won't Bandai do it? This is clearly what he looks like.
Dude, they screwed up Vegeta's head shape for like 10 years straight before they finally made another one that was slightly better. It was completely
So
flat up and down
I
rather
have an
than
edit where I went like ham and changed a bunch of it, but if you just look at him side by side with something where his neck is thinner and his hair has more volume just by enveloping the face more. So if you just go to the other one and just hit back and forth. So this is just look at
that's the way it
look at how much
comes. And this is Brian's
look at
fix.
look at how much better it looks with a thinner neck and just pushing
It's
the
it's
hair and the ear down.
it's
I did a
so
little bit
much
of the
better.
chest.
I see that. Well, they won't give him a
It's
chest
so
either. But the
it's
hair,
so
you're right,
stupid.
100%. Having the hair sit up high like a wig or something, it looks so much better the way you edited it. Remember when I showed off the edited trunks and everybody was like, "Oh, you're wrong." It's like, yeah, everybody prefers trunks to have giant flaps on his hips. People are
Yeah, I don't
dumb.
know.
That's the problem.
The Trunks thing was stupid, but this feels
Oops.
similar because Trunks had a really thick neck and way too. This looks so much more like how it's supposed to
Look
look,
how
and
big the far
this
back
is
the neck
something.
goes. It's
Yes,
pretty
the neck
bad,
is
dude.
ridiculous.
That looks so much better. Now I'm upset. Oh well. Oh well. What are we gonna do? Someday. All right. Is there anything else on the
It's a
drive we
shame
need?
because this in the manga, this is one of my favorite. This is my favorite Goku look, along with the shirtless one where he's doing the one pose, which I do have in the picture. And so they finally make 2 figures, and I do think the shirtless one's better. One is just like, did they even I don't know. What happened with the head and the neck? It's so weird.
I don't get it. I don't get it. What do we want to look at next? We have
Do we wanna
30
open a link?
minutes. Yeah, we'll pick.
Do we
You
wanna
tell me what you want, and we'll look at it. You want to just do Bandai real quick
um,
from Comic Con?
yeah, sure.
All right, that won't take very long. We were gonna do it, like, I told him we would do Comic-Con first, then I went,
I think people might want you to talk about Vegeta,
um, what are we talking about with Vegeta?
the new Vegeta that is really weirdly skinny.
Oh, it looks like shit. There, talked about it. Nailed it. Looks bad. That's not that
Yeah,
might
it
be in
does.
here. It might be in here. I don't think it is though. Let's see. There we go. There's Yami Yugi. I don't, is that figure arts? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Has to
I
be.
might get this.
I don't
I
know
don't
anything
know.
about this character, but I'll review it for you guys. Looks good. From I mean, I've seen it, so it looks cool. Paint job looks nice. Um, yeah, looks cool. Sexy shirt
Um,
Naruto looks all right, I guess. Cool. Head looks
More
weird.
JoJo, but it's just the stuff we've seen, so
Yeah, it's
that's
the same stuff we've
whatever.
already talked about. Like it looks like they're designed nicely. I mean, like engineering wise, maybe. The shoulders are still questionable, but they don't have the right style. So these photos are this website's contrast is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to. I just put these in as alternates in the case you didn't want to use Toy Arc. Why don't you just go to
Yeah.
Toy Arc?
Oh, that's well. Toy Arc doesn't have good photos most of the time. Let's do this
It
first.
was probably
We'll
this
do
one.
that first so we can.
Everything that isn't Comic Con on this is probably not on Toy Arc, but these are probably on
Right.
Toy Arc.
Well, that's the thing. And when they do have photos, I don't half the time they're not very good photos. And so I mean, like it's better than the ones I took because I didn't take any. But still, I don't remember this guy's name, but he looks really good. Cape or his coat looks like dog shit though, so that sucks. Chopper here. I don't know if anybody's gonna buy that. I don't know what this is even. Who this is? She's got to be from um whatever to match that Luffy outfit. We've already seen these guys. This demonstrates how weird the crotch looks when you pose it because they shouldn't have done it that way, but hopefully he'll be good. This, I swear I bought one, but apparently it was never even available yet, so I didn't apparently buy one, but it looks pretty
I
good.
do want this, but
Nice.
I'm gonna wait for the Bluegie one because it's gonna happen.
He looks
So
rough. Um, yeah, he looks cool. I don't really care
it's
about the
tiny.
proportions on
The
the
figure
chibi
is
looking guys.
tiny. Uh, it did so. Okay, so the pants on this are new. His crotch goes down more, and his pants are new. Uh, I I don't know which one's more accurate. I think the old one's better, but I like the head sculpt on this. Am I gonna get it? No.
It looks pretty good. I've decided I'm not buying any of their event exclusives if I have to buy them at PB. If they like go up at Big Bad Toy Store, maybe. But I'm tired of Bandai's releasing too many things that are just not good enough. And I don't care.
Yeah,
Like I don't care about another. Is this Gogeta? Yeah. I don't even know which of the fusions they are because the fusions. I don't know. Everybody loves the fusions. I guess it's a thing,
I
and I
love
don't care.
Gogeta. Gogeta's like second to Trunks for me for character design in Dragon Ball, but it's because I grew up with the one of the old Dragon Ball Z Ultimate figures, and it was Gogeta. I just loved it.
I just don't have a
But then when
connection
they
to the fusion personally. I don't.
I like Vegito. I think me and Molly went to the store the other day, and I'm like, do you know who this is? And she's like, well, it kind of looks like Goku and Vegeta combined, but it doesn't look like Gogeta. I'm like, ah, yes, this is Vegito. Just like, oh,
The vest is cool. I don't like the color combo, the blue and orange. I don't like it. I don't. To me, it's just it doesn't do anything for me. I get why people like it. I like the
I get
characters
why you wouldn't.
separate
It
more.
is an odd look, but I do like like things that look mismatched, like the DeLorean and stuff. So that's probably
I don't mind the shapes, although like the vest with the where did they get the vest from? Who's got the vest? Where's that
that's
coming
just
from?
because it's because they do the pose that it's because they combine the same way that Trunks and Goten combine, and that fusion style just gives you the vest in this outfit.
Oh, so I see. Don't like the vest. I mean, it's a cool design element, but maybe if it was different colors or something. It just doesn't work for me. It's fine. I'm not knocking anybody who likes it. It's just not a thing I care about. I like the other outfit more, honestly. The gloves with the Goku outfit, the Vegito outfit.
You like Vegito more? Oh, I hate
More,
Vegito.
but I don't like it. I don't prefer it, but I get because at least I see where all the elements are coming from. Or Go Tanks. No, not Go Tanks. What is it when they fuse? Gohan and Trunks? Or whoever does it. Go Tanks and
Let's
Trunks.
go tank.
What's
Well,
it? It's
Gotenks is
called.
the same thing, though. It's the same outfit as Gogeta.
I
It's
know,
just
but it looks
small.
fine. I don't mind it on the little guy for some reason. Maybe it's the color
Oh.
scheme. It's not blue and
I like
orange,
both.
right?
I really like Gotenks and I really like Gogeta, but I do
Wait,
not like
Go
Gogeta.
10 and Trunks. That's right. I was mixing up the names.
Yes.
Right. They make Go Tanks. So the One Piece figures, I think Usopp looks like the best one yet. So we'll see. It looks like he has normal shoulders. Giving them all a beard that I don't think we're ever gonna get kind of sucks. But I think these figures look fun. And Kizaru, that's right. You guys reminded me of his name. He looks good. He's in the background there. This is cool. I've always thought these giant statues they do of their figures are super awesome. I want one. And then Wicked figures, which I'm sure are gonna sell dozens at least. Like, who
When
gives
I
a
saw these,
shit about
I was
that?
like, "What?
Who's
What do you mean?"
collecting that? I don't know if it was popular at all. I'm guessing not that
It
popular
was
that people are gonna collect
it was
figures.
well received,
Yeah,
but figure?
who gives a shit? Like, who's collecting? This is I'm sure there's some overlap.
Very
Don't get me
odd.
wrong. I'm sure some people will. I'm not saying no one will, but that's got to be a very tiny overlap for people who like Chainsaw Man and Wicked. That's a strange thing.
Yeah.
Also, they don't look good. Someone's right. They don't look very good. What the?
No, they don't look good
What
either.
is this? Also, that doesn't look like her. That kind of looks like her. But either way, what the heck,
It looks
Bandai?
yeah, it's very odd.
Strange. Okay, that's it from for these people. What else is there to look at? We don't need to look at the JoJo stuff. We can skip that. I want to look at these, the Wanfest robot stuff. The Yolo Park, more Yolo Park. Want to do that?
Yeah, sure. Somebody asked if I like anything other than Zelda and Gundam, and yes.
Just
The
not
thing
as
is, a
much.
lot of the things I like are, like, old things, like Bomberman and, like, old platformer games and stuff, and we don't really get anything for that, ever. Bomberman doesn't get any merch. It sometimes gets plushes. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of things I like, it's just we don't get toys of it. Uh, I like Transformers, like Dragon Ball Z, but I'm really particular. Like, I really just like a couple characters in Dragon Ball Z and Trunks, you know?
We all have our favorites. That's for sure. Somebody
Yeah.
said that that movie made a lot of money. Sure. So did the Titanic. We don't need
Yeah, but yeah,
figures of it.
I
Who's
don't want I
buying
don't need
them?
a Jack Figure Arts and like,
I'll take Naked
but
Lady, I guess, if I had to buy a figure from
you know
Titanic.
what? You
But
know what? I would take a Titanic Shogoken that, like, is electronic and
Transforms.
breaks in half and then sinks partially or
Oh,
something. That
I
would be
want it to
fun.
be the new a transformer. The Titanic
And
turns into
transform. It
a three
sinks
foot
and
tall robot.
transforms.
That's the thing is like I don't care if the movie was popular or not. Who's buying the toys? That's weird. Okay, moving on. We have
Yeah.
little time. These are Yolo Park. There's Sentinel Prime. I guess people might have liked his character. It looks really good. Optimus's hips look like he's made to ride a horse. Maybe that's just the pose. This hip right here.
It might be that they're not put in all the way because they
Yeah.
sometimes
Well, that right hip looks messed up. So I'm guessing he doesn't look that weird.
Bomberman,
Like,
you can make Bomberman toys. It doesn't need to just make it like the Sonic toys.
Vector Man's awesome too, though.
Is
Yeah,
that the old
exactly. The
Sega
figure arts. He said someone
or wait,
said
is Vector
the
Man the Game Freak guy?
Vector Man's the green guy, right? Or is that a different one?
I
Hold
don't
on.
know. I'm thinking of something else
This is
too.
my point
Or
exactly. The Wicked figure arts will sell as well as the Rebel Moon figure arts. Exactly. Exactly.
oh
There's
yeah,
just
I
there's
remember
no
when the
need.
Rebel Moon stuff
No need for it.
shelf one.
Yeah,
They did show the Bumblebee off again, the little Bumblebee.
I
He
think there's
looks like
better
he has a larger
photos.
torso than he should, which
This
is
one right
weird because they
here.
have a big one that looks fine. Yeah. That's my
Yeah.
favorite movie Bumblebee because it's the Cybertron one. I'm probably gonna get that. Hopefully they fix the torso being too long and stuff. 'Cause he's supposed to be really squat looking.
He does look lanky. This looks really good. Although so obviously the Bay movies have a following. I enjoy them for what they are, the first two at least, and then they get progressively worse, I think. I like the designs. That's the one thing I've always liked the robots. I think that you G1 people out there, I get that you like your G1 stuff the way it is, but if you're going to have a truck that transforms, it's not going to be as blocky and smooth. It would have lots of little moving parts. So I like the Bay designs. The movies say what you want about them. You're probably right. Um,
Yeah, I feel like the Michael Bay designs they had a lot of purpose behind them, and they were done really well. I
At least in
think.
the beginning. Let me clarify. Once they started turning into knights with like armor, and Megatron transforms from a helicopter to a guy wearing armor, and there's no actual like transformation. It's just morphing. That screw that. But yeah, the
I
early
will say
designs. Huh?
the Bumblebee in the last movie, the last A movie,
Yeah.
is the best Bumblebee design because it feels like it was they were like, oh, we don't really need to do all these stupid things that we were doing before, but let's make the proportions cooler, and that's what they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah. Transformium. Have you seen Tron Ares? Oh, I think Alfonso's talking to
Justice May, I'm sorry.
talking to
Yeah, I
someone.
did read your comment wrong. I was reading the thing above it and mixing it. Yeah. Whoops.
Oh, his hip's not wrong, unless it's wrong inside
It
this
looks
part
like
of the
it's
hip.
just swiveled out in a weird way, and that
I don't
might be
know.
doing
Look
it.
at
But
this
it looks like
side.
they have the swivel too far back.
Even from over
That's
here,
the
it looks
thing.
weird. I don't know. I almost called you babe. I'm not talking to my wife. I'm talking to Brian. Don't call each other babe. I promise. I didn't
Uh,
even need to mention it
well,
because I
we
didn't
might in
say it,
private.
but I was about to say it, and I felt the need to. Anyway, his hips look jacked up here. I don't remember which version of him has this. I remember the abs, and I remember the flat truck front. I
It
don't
should be the.
remember this.
Oh, I don't
But
know.
he's got
Then
the cannon, so that would be
that would
the
be.
big cannon. That would be the second movie where Sam's in
Yeah.
college. I don't remember this torso, this abdomen area. I could be wrong. I'm not
I don't
an
know. I don't. I'm
expert,
not going to
but
put Optimus as it.
this is Megatron from the second movie also,
Yes. Yeah.
and it looks fine. I don't want to beat up Megatron though, so I don't really want that. I mean, it's cool enough. They look good. I don't want it. They look good though. This one has much
Megatron
better
never turned.
hips.
We said Megatron never turned into a helicopter in the movies.
He was a jet, maybe. Maybe he was a jet in
Yeah, he was a
the
jet.
last night. Maybe not a helicopter,
A
whatever he was.
helicopter. There was a helicopter, and he's to the left there. That
Yeah.
was the
Well,
first
there's two
thing we saw
helicopters. There's
transform.
Grinder and Blackout, and they're not the same. One's way bigger than the other one. But they use the same models in the movie.
And there's
Something like
Jazzy
that.
back. So yeah, this is all the first movie stuff. So this
But this
Optimus is
one, oh yeah,
different.
here he is. This is Grinder, probably if it's the first movie. Oh no, Blackout if it's the first movie.
Like out, yeah.
Grinder's in the second. Is it the second one? Yeah. He's way bigger. Anyway, yeah, he turns into a generic jet. Megatron does, and then he transforms by just pop and turns into the new thing. He doesn't actually move around and stuff, and you only see it like one time when he lands to talk to the. Anyway, that doesn't look like the abdominal area from the first movie either, though. The abdominal in the
No, but the
first movie was
proportions
just
are right.
truck
Maybe
front.
they're maybe they we're still working on it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm just trying to figure out which is which based on that detail, and I don't know. But this looks pretty good. I have to agree. Looks nice. These things being farther out, not these things. These things, they're
I
farther
wonder how
out, but
big
not
they are
as
because
far.
apparently these things are like the same size as like the 301s, and some people like mix and match, and it's like
Put
that's
mine
fine.
away.
I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
buy the 301. I have to choose.
I'd pick 3-0 over these just because of the sloppy joints. There he is. Yeah, I really like the helicopter guy's design. Although he had almost no screen time in the first movie. It was just that first scene.
No,
And then this, I don't know what this is, but it looks cool.
that's the IDW Optimus, I think.
Is it? It looks like it's based on it. I don't know if it is though. It might
Somebody can
be. I
correct me.
don't
It
know.
might
It
it
looks
might be
cool.
something. No, I think it's something like similar. No, they
Yeah.
don't transform Draco. No, they are Transformers that don't transform. Yes, because some people just want the toys of their robots, and it's okay.
Nobody needs 1,000 fire trucks on their shelf. I know he's not a
Yeah,
fire truck most of the
and
time.
it's
He was.
great. It's great that it's great that some of the things get to just be get to transform, and that's still most Transformers. But some people really just want the robots, like me. I don't want
Ironhide.
things to transform.
I don't
The
know
Iron
what's
was
going on
good.
here. I his hip, like where's his abdomen? I know he's stocky, but his legs go right into his pecs. I mean, obviously he doesn't have pecs, but we're missing a chunk here.
I don't remember what he looked like fully in the first movie.
I don't think it looked like this. I think the 301 looks better, but we've only seen the gray prototypes of that as far as I know. Um, this looks weird to me. It looks like he's missing. He's too stocky
I always
and
thought
missing a
Ironhide was
chunk.
really cool.
I agree. He's like the coolest one. I honestly, the fact that they got rid of like half the characters for the second movie bothered me a lot. I love Jazz's design. I did not get the Mayfex Andrew Garfield. I might. Looks better than Toby, yeah, but he needs his. Well, it looks a little bit better here, but no, I don't. His legs look like there's something weird about it.
I don't know.
Maybe it's me.
I have no idea.
I'd have to check, but I'm almost positive this is wrong. Hey, the samurai guy's back here. I think he was a Peugeot. He wasn't a Peugeot, was he? I don't. What else? That looks pretty nice. I still don't
It looks
remember
big.
this.
It looks a lot more detailed.
Yeah, look at the smokestacks. Got to be pretty
Yeah.
big.
Oh yes, this is one of the huge ones because that Bumblebee is massive. That Bumblebee to the right is huge.
There is ladies RC, I guess. All right, what else do we have? IDW wasn't consistent. That explains why it's different to me. Good. Not going crazy, or at least not about that. Right, what else? What do we have? We have 15 minutes here. We've exhausted the links for the most part, other than did other than the one JoJo's link. Maybe is there more stuff?
No, maybe not. Well, I guess we could go to Toy Arc.
Yeah,
See
we
if
can
there's
do
something
that.
that we
I had another
because we
floor. I
didn't talk
guess.
about. We're gonna talk about like John Scooby Doo and whatever.
Yeah, I'll
You know,
get there in just a second. I want to just scroll here real quick and see. There's the new JoJo. His name is Joey or something like that, and there he
we
is.
can look at the Hia Toys Mega Man stuff we don't like.
Yes. All right. Okay. Yes, we're gonna do this, and we should have a link somewhere up here for Comic Con. Hey, oh man, I think I'm dying. Oh, okay. Do we care about any Hasbro stuff other than what we already talked about? I don't care about GI Joe or
I mean,
Star
I
Wars. Do
like the
you?
Star Wars stuff, but like I don't want to go through it. I'm not
Okay.
really, you know.
I don't think there's anything left at Tamashii Nations we need to hit on right now.
No, but we
Unless,
want to do Hia Toys and Jada.
yeah, we
That's
do. I
probably
just
what.
want to see if they have uh Harry Porter, Harvey Porter, his
Sony mentioned
figures.
Tron. I wouldn't mind looking at. I mean, the Hasbro Tron stuff looks fine. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any of the Tron Legacy stuff.
I
But
might.
I guess we could. I guess we
This
could look
I
at
don't
that.
see Hasbro. That's Legends, Star Wars. We'll see when we find it. Okay.
These look good. These
They
look
look
really good.
really good. Like Jada's thing is the cartoon look. They're nailing it, and apparently
Yeah.
June, their design lead or something like that, whatever he is. I tried to get in touch with him at one point and I couldn't. I didn't have any luck. Anyway, I guess he was messing around with this figure at the con, this lady, and she poses way better than a Marvel Legends figure, and obviously because Hasbro doesn't try, and it looks at least as good as a Marvel Legends figure for given the cartoony style. So good on them.
Yeah.
Good on them for trying. Here we can look at their Chun Li, which also doesn't look very good, but looks better if you ask me.
They
Her
both.
face is weird, but
Her fate. Why
it's a
don't
better
they? What's
shape.
going on with it? Why can't
I
they?
don't
I'm
know.
not. You know what? I'm not.
It's not great, but I think she has a
Oh.
better proportion, better setup overall, better silhouette. But it doesn't look great. Then there's a photo.
The
Like I
face,
can't complain, but
the head looks really bad.
and they can't decide if they want to do anime or not. And I don't like that. Pick what you're doing. Pick a style. Storm's doing the same thing with her eyes. Don't make them look like anime eyes. Ryu's face is weird. It's too. It's weird. I
You're
don't know.
better at that than me. I don't know Ryu's face like you do. So
It's not that.
open
The
mouth.
nose is
Yeah.
weird. The brow is weird. The way they did the open mouth is weird too. Nobody's
Okay.
mouth is shaped like that. When you open your mouth, it doesn't curve forward on the sides and come to a point. That's super. Like if you this shape, it's not how it looks when you open your mouth. Your mouth doesn't open like a square. It's weird. Anyway, we already talked about this one. There's Charlie. I don't mind his face as much. His is pretty. His is closer, but I still don't see them taking the cake. Balrog, he looks really good. Somebody said he looks Hawaiian rather than black. That's because their face sculpts haven't been very good, but the skin tone is actually accurate for the game. He's often that color, so um, can't blame them for that. He had that kind of pale skin tone. But I actually like the face. I think it looks pretty good. It's stylized in their cartoony way, but it looks fine. I like the shading in the blue, and I like the look of his articulation. I think he's gonna look and pose nicely doing this with the sleeve. I like that. I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, skin tone's weird, but if you look right here, it's almost the same as that. So, yeah, their faces are
Legs.
still a little, huh?
Nothing. I just said legs because we were looking at. Never
Oh,
mind.
I thought you were gonna comment on the anatomy or something. I think it's one of their
No.
better head sculpts. Honestly, they still have that really cartoony look that's throwing it off, but it still looks nice. This looks bad. I hope this doesn't look like this for the final product. Um, that's gonna suck. Being front and center, that better be clean, like super clean. The neck and that. This is a painted prototype, I'm guessing. This doesn't really look like Tampo, so I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's good. There's the alternate face for Akuma. Makes the figure look 1,000 times better. The other face, like I talked about before, I don't like it. This one's not great, but it's definitely good enough. So that's good. You can see I don't like how skinny they made the shirt here. That's a thing. Balrog's hairline is off. Is it actually? Or are you making a joke? Yeah, it's not exact. I think it's close enough, unless you're just making a joke, in which case, good joke.
All right. We should probably do.
Frosty
Oh,
costs way too much. Never gonna review that because I'm not spending $50. We already looked at these. All right, we're done with Jada.
Okay, so let's do
Kia,
um
we'll
Kia.
hit this
So
real
we can look
quick.
at the yes,
Ooh,
we can look at this real quick.
he looks
So they are
nice.
doing Kiryu. Yeah, Kiryu
Call it
looks really
Mecha
nice.
Godzilla. No weeb stuff around here. I'm joking.
I have to call it Kiryu because it's Mechagodzilla 3, and everybody who's a Godzilla fan calls it Kiryu. And so if I call it Mechagodzilla 3, people will get mad at me. And if I call it Kiryu, you're going to get mad at me. So I'm going
I'm
to call
not
it
gonna get
Kiryu
mad at
because
you. I don't care. There's Godzilla with cataracts. Somebody was mentioning cataracts for Chun-Li. I think that is better for Godzilla. Godzilla's look nice from here. That looks all right. Um, wow, a lot of fire. That's my least favorite Godzilla, I think, though. So um, I don't mind that
it's
one.
Godzilla
His
that
face looks
goes with
off a
the
little bit, though.
Kiryu. No, well, this one looks
He
pretty.
looks.
People have been doing these comparisons. This is what he looks like in Godzilla Tokyo SOS and stuff.
You don't think his eyes are a little
Uh,
bit too skinny, too close together?
I don't know. I'm not gonna even comment because people do so many accuracy checks on these, and
Okay,
I
well, I'm not even close to
feel
what they know, so
feel
I
very
will shut
very
up.
inadequate. I
That's
know
God.
more. I know plenty about like Mechagodzilla too, but that's it.
Right. This is King Kong and Godzilla in the newest movie called King Kong Rides Godzilla, and
Yes,
they look pretty
exactly. Yes.
good. And this
And
is
then that's
called
the
Robo
little
Kong.
brothers. Yeah,
Robo
and then
Kong.
the other one is
And this is something else. Let's go. We have no time for this. How
yeah.
many photos of this
Let's look
guy do
at.
we need? Toy Arc.
Oh, dude, there's wait a
All
minute.
right.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have to
yeah.
exit out.
I didn't think they were going to spend 1,000. This guy really likes whatever these things are. Whoever took these photos loves those.
Let's just
Another.
skip right to.
Hold on. I want to look at this real quick. Another one of these with a new paint job. Is that what's happening? Are they doing a third release? Okay.
I don't know.
I want to look at these guys real quick. They look pretty good for what they are. Like most people aren't going to care at all, but I played this game as a kid. Well, actually, I didn't because
They
this is a
keep
specific game. It's not the original ones, so
asking
I'm
again
not
about
really.
what about the new Vegeta and base Goku. We don't like the Vegeta. We think the Vegeta looks bad. I like the new base Goku.
What
Anthony
the?
doesn't like the legs.
This looks bad. I didn't say the swear word if you heard me. I started, but I stopped. What's up with that shoulder? I mean, I get it's hard to do shoulders on RoboCop, but I'm
I
not.
wonder if that's just what it's supposed to look like when it extends out to make it go out, but maybe it looks better if it's just collapsed in.
I would assume so. I like the paint job, but I would, if I was displaying this, I would make this look better. Head looks okay. All right. Uh, battle damage looks way purpley. The second and third movie. All right,
I
moving
still haven't
on.
seen it.
Universal Soldier. Is that what this is? I didn't know they were doing that. Who's gonna buy that? I mean, I'm sure people will. Those don't look good though. They don't look good. That's John Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren. I don't think they look very good. Bodies look bad. All right, what is this?
I
That
think this
Monster
is.
Hunter?
Yeah, I think this is Monster Hunter.
All right. So this one, I don't think this one looks terrible.
No,
It looks
does this
it
one
looks
not
all
have the
right.
colored, the painted versions of whatever? I still think X looks terrible. Uh,
This doesn't look that bad. Where's X?
X is right next to him, but
I know that. I mean this. Yeah, this doesn't look right at all.
it looks really bad.
His arms are so thick. His head is so little. What is this here? This is not right. This looks like cosplay X. Honestly, it
It looks like
actually
it looks
looks
like
like
changed it
somebody
a
in
little bit from the
cosplay.
last time. But why did they decide to keep the head so small still?
I don't know. They definitely changed it, but it's still wrong. His arms are really big. His head is really tiny, even with the helmet. Well, maybe they'll change a
My buddy
bunch.
really likes them, so I'm happy that he. I'm if somebody likes them, that's great. I'm happy that people. I'm 0% buying these. These look terrible to me.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too. I don't know what the point is either, because like there's already the model kits that look better. The model kits look pretty good, I guess.
yeah.
Then there's like all these other versions. I wouldn't buy this over any of them. If you're talking about the last 15 years, this doesn't look better to me.
Cyber
But
Dragon.
maybe,
Okay, yeah, it is, but like it is a. But like they've been
but
changing
they're
the
showing
proportions and
us.
stuff, and they're not getting any better. The
Yeah.
proportions look terrible.
Well, plus we can't talk about what it might end up looking like. We have to talk
Yeah,
about what
that's
they're
kind of a
showing, and
like.
it might change a lot and be great. But if it was this painted, it's not good.
But they're not
That
even
doesn't look.
realistic proportions. The legs are huge.
The
They're just
legs are huge.
weird.
The arms are huge. His head doesn't even fit in
There
his
is a
helmet.
painted one of these. I don't know. They're just the head is they're bad.
And then zero. I
Zero
don't think
looks
zeros.
Zero looks at least okay right
Yeah, this
here.
is
You
perfectly
know,
passable. It's fine. I wouldn't bother
it's
with it, but it's fine. It's whatever. Still weird. Like they're not accurate.
yeah,
That's the thing. It looks. This doesn't
but
look
they're very
offensive.
strange. Like it feels
Yeah.
like we're going back to like sculpts that are about just as good as the old Jazzwares toys from like
Yes, I was
2004.
gonna say, yeah, don't buy those because they've been outdated or they've been replaced. Hear about any of this? Um,
Yeah, we don't need to see any of this.
um.
And then we have 4 minutes if we want to try and find Tron. If you just want to do Control F and hit Tron.
Oh, I didn't. I wanted to talk about those 6-inch Hulk and Thor and things. Oh well, not gonna happen. Is Hasbro? I know how to do a search. You don't have to tell me Control F.
Marvel, Star Wars, and Tron. Okay, there we go. So I guess we're
This
gonna
isn't
have to do
either of
this.
those. It is. Okay, here we go. So, we're not gonna talk about the exclusive. It's ridiculously overpriced. They're 3 3/4 inch figures, very low demand for that, and it's the price is nuts, and the movie sucks. But the sequel to the movie that sucked is actually a good movie, good enough
I
movie,
don't
I
think the
should say.
original Tron sucks, but I do not
No,
think it's anywhere
you,
near as good as Tron Legacy. I don't think it's,
I know a lot of people like the original Tron. I think it doesn't hold up at all.
I think it's just an okay movie. That's it. But I don't think it's incredible or anything. I think Tron Legacy has its own story beats that are, you know, a little like, but it's just a great heartwarming movie. Like it's a good movie. I really
Is
like
this
Tron
one
Legacy. It's a
Legacy?
good,
This one's Legacy, right?
yeah.
The second one, the recent, not the new
Yeah,
one, but
does it
the.
look particularly good?
It looks good enough. It looks good enough that like I could see people wanting to
Did they
buy
show
it.
Rinsler?
I don't know. It doesn't look good. Okay, I'll do this.
Yeah.
I think
Is there
this one looks really good.
Yeah, okay, there's Rinsler. Okay.
Yeah, I think that head
Rinsler,
sculpt looks
I might
much nicer.
if they do a blue Rinsler, I might get it because I like the idea because he's only blue for like a split second, but I like the idea that he's Tron again.
Yeah, and they didn't show the lady at all. And the fact that they have
Oh yeah.
Hasbro paint, I don't think they're gonna look that great, frankly. They don't have, like, any glow effect or
No.
anything, so I'm
But
not
you
gonna
know
buy
what? At
them.
least we're getting Tron Legacy toys that
But
aren't the Spin Master ones that
but all that
sucked.
does is bother me because they took Tron Legacy, which was a solid enough movie. I think it was a good step to bring Tron to modern media, and it was a decent enough movie, and they could have easily continued it with the characters in that movie, and instead they made Morbius with Tron, and it's
Yeah, why
just
did they make Tron
totally
Ares? You know what? I'm gonna talk about this. I listened to
it's
the soundtrack
tanking.
to Tron Ares, and the
Yeah.
soundtrack sounds like Nine Inch Nails trying to do electronic music that sounded like Tron Legacy. And it's like,
Ew.
okay, But why? Why did you get Nine Inch Nails to do electronic music? And also, what? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't sound terrible. It just sounds very lackluster. Whereas the soundtrack in the first one, I'm not even big into electronic music, but they Daft Punk knew so well they knew how to do classical compositions. They were amazing. Their
Yes,
orchestrated stuff for that movie is some of my favorite orchestrated stuff ever in a movie. And then
it
their
was good.
electronic stuff is amazing too. It's I don't understand. I don't understand how they were like, "Oh, let's do Nine Inch Nails."
It's
Why?
because this
It was
movie
amazing.
doesn't have any of the heart or any they don't care. They're just using the name. It's
That's what
and
it
that's why
feels
it's
like. Yeah,
bombing.
like,
It's
am I gonna
not
see it? Yes. Am I excited? No.
I
And
might not
after hearing the
even
soundtrack, I'm definitely
I
I'm
was
gonna see it
thinking
probably just out of principle, but I'm not dying to see it.
well, I thought I might, but then they cast Leto for sure. Like I was thinking, well, okay, that's rumors and stuff. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll still see it. And now that everybody, like literally everyone, is saying it's bad, I don't think I'm gonna bother. I don't see what the point is. If they just are shitting all
It's
over
interesting
what I
'cause,
want
like,
it to be, then I'm not gonna.
the critic reviews are higher than the other movies, and then the fan reviews are pretty high on, like, Rotten Tomatoes,
Are they? Because
the
I've
audience
only
score.
seen and it's not making any money,
I've
so it
seen
can't be
both.
that
I've
high.
seen both.
I don't know.
It's
Hey,
like
it's
80
ten
it was
o'clock.
85% the last time I looked.
Is it really?
Um,
Well, I don't go by the critic reviews ever. I don't care about that. I go by audience
no, no,
scores.
no,
But
no,
even
that was
then,
the
I don't go
audience
by
score.
that.
85% was the audience score.
That's interesting. I'll have to see. But I haven't seen anybody actually say a good thing about it yet. So I don't know.
I've
We'll
seen
have to
people
see, I
on
guess.
Reddit talking about it. I've seen some people hate it, some people like it. I've seen some people on Twitter hate it, some people like it. Seems, confusing, flipped. I don't know. I don't think I probably won't hate it, but I'm definitely music is a pretty important part of movies to me, and
Well, here's my
hearing
problem. I
and
agree
Jared
with you
Leto's
about the music. That's for sure a thing. Um, I could get past it if the rest of the movie's good, but even the concept of bringing Tron into real life doesn't make any sense at all. The whole thing is you're in the video game, which makes at least some sense in universe. How is the video game in real life? Tell me. The,
well, they wanted
that
to in Tron Legacy. It was about them trying to get into real life, but I don't know how. I don't know.
right, but
I
they
don't
were
know.
still only in
I
the game, right?
Here's the thing. No, they were gonna. No, they were just in they were just in a program thing. They were gonna
Right.
come into. They were supposed to come, but they were trying to just like the girl does at the end. She becomes real in the end.
Did she? Well, that's dumb too.
Yeah.
Where'd her body come from?
Um. Well, how do people get small in there? It doesn't make any sense. You can't
They don't get
fit
small,
things
they're
that small,
digital.
but they have blood.
Digital. Digital blood. It's like the Matrix. None of it makes sense, but it makes even less sense to
No,
have the
it's
giant
supposed to
ships
be
in
that
real life.
they're supposed to be like tiny little quantum-sized things.
Is that seriously what it's supposed to be? I don't remember that being a thing.
Yeah.
So but
I
it's a
think
video game.
but digital things exist on a real they're real things. It's not like a computer chip is just like fake
No, because
stuff.
it's code. Yeah, but it's not like
But
it's
the
not like
code
when you
is
play
still
Halo,
just
there's a
it's
little
like
Master Chief running around on a
the
microchip.
base
It's
things are
code.
binary, so it's just like so the point of it to be was like, oh, what if it's like what's like, and I don't know. Somebody else can. I'm
All right, let's have another stream
my
where we talk about this.
my
Oh.
perception of it was that it was the digital stuff on a very small scale, but I don't know.
My perception of it was they became code like the Matrix, and it was all
I guess that
digital,
makes
like
more sense, doesn't it? But then I guess I don't know how things become real, but I don't understand how you'd be able to digitize yourself like that. That doesn't
well,
make any
that's
sense either.
no, it doesn't make sense, but it makes more sense because at least our brains are electrical than to all of a sudden have giant ships flying around in real life that were from a video game. Where'd they come from? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it's time for us to end the stream and we have to we can't go on about this forever. This isn't even about toys. It doesn't have to be. We can talk about other pop culture stuff, but I do have to go. So, what a moment to be joining the stream. You missed it. Um,
Yeah,
but
you
the
missed
stream's done.
whatever the hell that was.
Um, yeah, okay, so we're done. Maybe we need to do another one to talk about more stuff. I mean, we covered a
Yeah,
lot
we
of the
should talk about. We
reveal.
should watch Speed Racer live on stream. First time Anthony watches Speed Racer.
I'm not
There you
gonna
go.
do that ever. And also not on stream. So maybe we'll do Halo, the Halo show. Okay, no. Anyway, that's it. If I don't know what to do because we didn't talk about everything, but I don't want to make another stream about this, about more reveals. If you guys want more, once this becomes an on-demand thing, comment what things we didn't cover that you want us to talk about, and maybe we'll do another stream that does that. That talks about like the 6-inch figures with the clothing and all the other things, all the Chinese companies that we didn't talk about. We didn't have enough time. Um, but that's it. So Brian, do you want to say goodbye to the people before I do the outro?
Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me. This was a interesting stream going over interesting things, and then also Tron for some reason. I hope everybody has a good night. I'll see you guys later.
All right, I'm gonna mute you so that you can fart or do whatever you need to do, and then I will say the. All right, so that is it. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you want us to cover more things, more reveals, more announcements, more things like that, then comment on this video once it becomes a video. Not now, it'll disappear if you do it now. Once the video becomes a video on the channel, then you can do that. But that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. If you didn't, I don't know if you can give it a thumbs down. You probably can. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day. And I do have thousands of videos already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, collecting